We are live. So
So, hello guys, hello. Welcome to another podcast for Game Week 8 this time. And this time we're going to go for a wildcard special. I think a lot of us are on a wildcard this week, and rightly so. It's the right window. Many teams need a lot of changes, and a lot of people must be looking for those picks. And along the way, we'll be also discussing, all the FPL picks in general for all those who have maybe wildcarded earlier or are yet to wildcard and just are looking for the best kind of transfers to look. So we'll cover it all. But initially, we want to focus a little bit on about wildcard. And it's sad that one of our members of the stream, Varun, he is actually he's hit his wildcard. He is on a wildcard, but he's also not available at the moment. He doesn't have a. He's actually on an international break himself. So yeah, but we'll be discussing his current wildcard draft as well, and in the process, we'll also try to help him out with our thoughts. So yeah, finally international break is gonna come to an end in a couple of days. How are you feeling, guys? How has this break been for you, Vimash? What about you?
Very, very boring. I was waiting for the game weeks to start again, so I found my purpose back in life. Yeah, it's always good to be in the midst of transfer dilemmas. Although we have to always rack our brains, but it's always very exciting. So
Yeah. What about you, Suraj?
good, good. It was decent to be honest. Like it doesn't feel like an IB because I was watching India versus Singapore, the AFC Asian
Oh
games,
yeah.
and
yeah. Oh,
to be honest, we
Not.
couldn't
I mean, it
qualify.
couldn't have been much encouraging. I mean, yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Another
uh,
disappointment.
it feels like Liverpool has been losing their last two matches, and then India. And then hopefully, I'm hoping
Yeah.
they win against United. I'm not sure where Vimarsh went when I was when I was saying this,
Right at the moment.
but that
no,
that
I'm
that
there only.
Yeah, he's saving his space, man. Yeah,
yeah,
rightly.
he's practicing
We'll see.
it.
We'll see. We'll see.
Okay, let's hop on to next one. Okay, yeah. So guys, all the stats that you'll see in today's podcast and in general in our podcast and our social media pages are powered by FF Scout. And if you want an additional 5% discount, you can use our code FFS Pulse 5 to get the 5% off. So total you will get around 45% off, right?
Yeah,
Aman?
they're currently running a 40% discount as is. So, I mean, if you still don't have the membership is really worthwhile. And the membership area has a lot of stats and game week projections as well, player projection, team projection, goal conceded, goal expected, goal everything. So yeah, uh, go ahead while it's still available. Really helpful.
Yeah, yep, yeah. Okay, so let's start with the wildcard discussion. But before we go there, we need to understand like till game week 19, we will be getting like you can use one wildcard and you'll have to mostly your structure of the team would be fixed. So it's better to look at the data from game week 8 to game week 19 so your team is sorted. You plan till your game week. I know you will get a few five transfers in game week 15, but it's still I think around seven game weeks away, and you still have to survive one more international break, and
Yeah.
if there are any injuries in between, and I think during that time it will be December period where the matches are crunched up every week. Players will be playing three times in a week, which increases the chances of injury. So it's
Yeah.
okay.
Uh,
So s-
what do we think, guys? Like, Liverpool is right up top, and I mean, interestingly, I'm not seeing any Liverpool in anybody who wildcarded or is probably wildcarding. I mean, yeah, they're a fair shout for Isak or
Yeah.
Virgil maybe, but it's not like like none of Liverpool players are a template pick at the moment.
Yeah,
What
nobody's
do you
sure
feel
who's
about
gonna
it?
score. Yeah, I don't think anybody's sure who's going to score. Isak, Isak doesn't seem like he has. I mean, not too confident about him as not as a player, but if he'll score goals for Liverpool like from now on. So I think we still need a week or two worth of him starting probably to just be confident about putting him in our wildcard draft. And apart from that, I mean, Salah is not returning much. So plus he's 14 and a half or 14 somewhere around that ballpark. So doesn't make sense to um, shake your team's financial foundations for just Salah because he's not anywhere returning anything. And then defensively, Liverpool have been leaking goals. So I think it's kind of justified for now that a lot of people don't have Liverpool players in their drafts. But I'm pretty sure if somebody is playing a wild card this week and they don't have Liverpool players, they're gonna jump on them in a week or two's time.
You
yep,
think will it be a week or two? I mean, if you're not on a Liverpool player right now,
Yeah,
uh, do you think like would you want to get them before say game week 12? I
well,
mean,
yeah,
I feel like the earliest probably unless
yeah,
Liverpool actually go and batter United like anything, maybe like they go and score 5 6 goals
yeah.
against United,
And Salah score.
then
That'll be the craziest thing in FPL. If Salah scores a
if
brace or
Salah score.
or something.
I'm so freaking scared about it
Yeah,
because he actually likes this fixture a lot,
yeah, true,
and he almost always does score against United.
true.
And
But United has a good
some
record at Anfield. They're decent.
yeah,
I mean, they're
you
okay, not bad. I mean, they sometimes do something.
when
I
was the
don't know, I
7-0?
might be mistaken. Yeah, exactly. I have seen that they've lost actually nil, 3-0, 5-0,
Oh,
7-0.
that has been everywhere. They've lost like that at home also.
I mean, come on. United are
Also, you
not
are saying
like
relatively United are better
No,
a
at
better
they
one.
Anfield.
can do. They sometimes fight. I think last to last season, there was a draw as well. I think if I remember at Anfield.
Yeah. 2-2 or
Yeah,
0-0, something like
maybe
that.
that's the only memory I have, and I generalize it for my sake and for my bias.
Yeah, you
Uh,
like to remember
but
the
I'm not
good
again
parts.
even from the pod we had last week with Ritin. I think
Yeah.
even there I said clearly I'm not predicting a United win. It'll either be a 2-2 draw or probably 2-1, 3-1 Liverpool win. So I'm not predicting a United win anyway. So
See, last time in 2023 season, you guys lost 7-0. Uh,
yeah,
right? And then the 24 season, you actually did draw there. And then in 25 season also, you had a 2-2 draw. So
correct.
yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, you're actually not wrong. And you actually lost 0-3 at home in
Yeah,
25 season, but
correct.
then in the in your home fixture in 24 season, you had a draw 2-2.
Correct.
So and then it's before that it was a nil-nil draw. So yeah, you're actually right. In the
That's what I said.
latest, except for one match, which
7-0.
was the 25 season, the previous season,
Yeah,
and that was at your home.
yeah,
Except that, the other three out of the four previous matches within Premier League, that is, you
yeah,
actually have drawn against them. So you
yeah.
are actually right.
So I
It's
think
not
historical rivalries sometimes overshadow current form.
correct.
So I mean, it just gives players a bit more kick, and I think both teams would be fighting to make a statement, right?
yeah,
United
Yeah.
to win two games back to back, and Liverpool just to assert their dominance back again after their loss to Crystal Palace. I think it's very important for Liverpool to win this one particularly, not just because it's United, but because of the fact that they just lost. So yeah, important games for both teams.
yeah. And considering Liverpool player had a very good IB international break with their national teams,
Correct.
it should reflect some way or other. Anyway, I'm not expecting clean sheets or
True.
massive dominance from one
Yeah.
team over other.
Yeah.
it will be an open game. There will be goals all around. We are not
Yeah.
sure who will concede more for sure. But yeah, both teams
Let's
will
get to,
score for
yeah,
sure.
let's in general for now focus on the overall length of, say the next
Yeah,
9 or 10 game weeks that we're able to see here, and then understand what are those teams which you definitely want to consider if you are wildcarding. So
right.
let's leave aside Liverpool, because I feel that's in the
It's too
near term
uncertainty. Yeah,
it's a little uncertain, considering that nobody's sure who's hogging the more chances or scoring the most goals. Nobody's even sure of, who's going to play how many minutes between
Right.
Isak and Ekitike. A lot
Yeah.
of uncertainties over there. So let's leave them aside. So, and then obviously I think Haaland
City.
is the most obvious pick in any
Yeah.
wild card,
I mean,
whether
you
you
have
go
Foden,
with
so
Salah
you
or
must
not.
have a lot of expectations from Foden. You have Foden, right?
I know, and
Yeah.
I am keeping him. A
Yeah.
spoiler alert: I'm not taking him out for this match against Everton, especially because Grealish is not going to play this match.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I am hopeful of something, or some kind of return from Foden. But yeah, I mean, in general, do you pick like if you're wildcarding, would you pick any player except Haaland? I think there's a fair case to just go Haaland and no other City player. What do you
Yeah.
attacking
What do
I
you?
wise,
mean,
yeah,
Donnarumma.
attacking.
Yeah. Attacking
Yeah,
wise,
yeah,
only
attacking. Yeah, yeah. We'll come to clean sheet later. We have a slide for that as well. But
attacking.
attacking, I think Haaland would suffice, and we have a data as well. We'll come to that as well. How much
Yeah.
Haaland hogs the XG as well as the big chances.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think CT Haaland is someone you can go
Is
alone. He's a
everyone has. He has 9 goals
yeah,
already in
yeah,
this
yeah,
Premier
yeah.
League.
This is a no-brainer. Haaland, Semenyo are overperforming. I'm not sure
Yeah.
how much long it will stay, but
Hopefully
until
all
it
season.
stay right, yeah.
The only dilemma I have, the biggest dilemma I have is with Arsenal. The problem is that I still have Bruno and I have Gyökeres up front. Now, considering Gyökeres did not take the penalty last game week, I'm absolutely not able to figure out like if I should be bringing Saka in and taking out Gyökeres and like doing some like just manipulating my team structure kind of to just get the best out of it. Because Gyökeres is not on pens. I think that brings down his value a lot in terms of FPL. I think that was the primary, I think it was 60-70% of the reason that I had him because he was also on pens. So that is gone. So I'm not sure. I'm very doubtful, and it's a huge dilemma for me for Arsenal players generally. I have Gabriel already. So what do
Yeah.
you think?
So with Arsenal, what do you prefer? Like you'd like a double defense and one attack. Say, could probably if you're going single attack, you're contemplating between Saka or Eze,
Yeah,
not Gyökeres at the moment, I think.
correct.
But what
Correct.
do you prefer? Like a double attack and just Gabriel, or say Timber at the back, or double defense?
I mean, considering their record, practically one should go with double Arsenal defense. But I think they have good fixtures attacking wise also. The only problem is we don't know who's gonna take pens and we don't know who's gonna
Right.
kind of do well in these coming game weeks, right? If we get Eze and then Saka performs better and stuff like that, you're gonna be in the hunt for getting Saka into your team. If you get Saka and suddenly Eze starts performing, you don't know what to do. And like people like me, we already have Gyökeres, and it's the biggest bummer that Gyökeres is not on pens now, and I don't want him now,
I mean, he
honestly.
might be. He
He
still
might be.
might
We
be.
never know.
Something like that, yeah.
I mean, it's just the optimist in me hoping for that, to be
Yeah,
honest.
I mean, and I mean, the optimist in me has Bruno in his team, so I mean, I won't contest with you. So,
So do I. I don't know why, but I
yeah,
do, man.
yeah,
Yeah, okay.
But
Uh,
but the thing with Arsenal is basically if see if Palmer was playing, he was
yeah,
fit. I would go Palmer and Eze as a pick. But currently that's not the case, and that's the reason it's a no-brainer. Pick Saka. If Eze
yeah.
performs well, you can switch it. It's not a big deal. He's not a premium where it becomes difficult to get him into your
no,
team.
but do you then like, so do you go with just two Arsenal players at the moment and take
Three
a decision later on?
double
I mean, like, why to book transfers? I'm saying, like, rather just go with the more like if I were on a wild card, I would rather prefer it with the certainty. Certainty
Hmm.
is a Arsenal clean sheet, no matter the fixtures.
Yes.
I mean, it's almost certain at the moment, right?
Yeah.
It looks like that. So I'd rather just book in, two clean sheets
True.
and maybe some attacking upside. And to be honest, Gabriel and Timber both have,
Yep.
very good attacking upside. So
Yeah.
I'd just make it simple for myself. Pick, Gabriel, Timber, and
True.
Saka. Saka is on pens. You don't go without him for sure.
Timber
Yeah.
hit the woodwork in the nations game
I
as well,
see what you did.
international. So
That actually is a very lucrative thing to do, right? Like just get Gyökeres out, get
Yeah.
in Timber. Like let's see.
But that,
We,
but
yeah,
again, like I have the same dilemma to be honest. Like
yeah.
I
Calafiori.
don't have Gabriel, I don't have Timber,
Timber. Yeah,
and
Calafiori.
I don't have Saka. So it's like
Right.
a very bad, almost like the I have the worst picks from Arsenal at the moment, despite
Mm.
having wildcard. That's the position I'm in. But yeah, I mean, if given a chance. I mean, so this is for all those who are not on a wildcard. My thought is, I don't think we need to really move out of or like Gyökeres immediately. We can still give him a few fair weeks.
True.
They are, there are easy fixtures against Burnley and Sunderland coming up very soon,
True.
and he can actually he benefit a lot in those fixtures. They
Yes.
are creating a lot of chances. Maybe those chances start falling to him very
Correct.
soon,
yeah,
and he becomes the highest scorer in the team.
Yeah.
and
We
he's
never know. I mean,
almost 90
I
minutes
feel
there.
moving into Saka from Gyökeres right away might be a
Hmm.
little bit sideways. It's
Yeah.
fine. We can wait it out a little, I
If you
feel.
have, yeah, if you have two, three free transfer and you do not want to use it or necessarily use it to fix your team, you can waste your transfer. I wouldn't call waste of a transfer, but yeah, you can use those transfer to move in Saka and move out Gyökeres. But
Yeah.
yeah,
The
Yeah,
only problem is
enough.
I'm just afraid of Saka's attacking potential. But you kind of sometimes like keep him out of the team and then he delivers a Saka punch and scores a brace
hmm,
or brace or hat trick. You never know
Yep.
what he does. He's absolutely his ceiling is too high and he almost
Yeah.
always is involved in attacking returns when he plays. Generally, like
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
so
Only thing
yeah,
you can hope is basically Saka is more of a creator. He creates a lot. Hope
yeah,
that Gyökeres converts it.
correct, correct. Yeah, I
so
mean,
I mean, anyway, what this is showing is technically that they are gonna be the third or the second highest scoring team in the league over
yeah,
the next 10 game weeks.
yeah,
So technically, it would make sense to have more of their attackers, but I feel, uh, to cut the long story short, maybe Saka is absolute could be an absolute lock at the moment for anybody on a wild
Yep.
card.
If you're on wild
And
card,
then let's
yeah, no
yeah.
brainer. Just pick Saka. Don't overthink it.
And
Yeah.
Chelsea is again like very, very interesting after that, right? Like we
Palmer,
have some very, at least for the next five fixtures, we have a great run.
yeah,
So if you are wildcarding, you definitely want a piece of that attack. So for sure, if I think almost everybody has Joao Pedro, although he's one of the top five players being transferred out this game week. So not sure how many teams do actually have him at the moment, but the ownership is slightly decreasing anyway.
hmm,
But yeah, I mean, if I were on a wild card, I'd probably definitely have Joao Pedro, because now, Maresca actually might start playing Q up front, or he's been, uh, you know, uh, tinkering with the forward place anyway, because he also likes Joao Pedro to play in the 10 role rather than up forward as a 9, because Joao Pedro is not as effective as an outright striker. He does well as in a 10 role. So it can actually mean well for Joao Pedro. And what else, what other picks do you want or you are looking at from Chelsea, guys?
Enzo,
Like, I know my
Enzo,
answer, but what do you? Yeah.
Enzo.
Enzo.
It's clear.
Yeah, man.
Enzo, or
What
even
do you
go
have to say
Caicedo
on
also,
him?
but
Yeah.
I'm not sure about Caicedo. When you have a pick like Enzo in the
Yeah,
same team, so just pick
yeah,
Enzo, and we'll give you the reasons. We'll back it with data as well. But yeah, let's move on quickly. We have a lot to cover. We have clean sheets as well. So
Yeah.
yes.
And then the most interesting, United. Like they're projected to be the fifth highest scoring team. What do you have to say, Vimash? Do you keep a Mbumo? Like, is he a shout?
I don't think. right now. I mean, once that, but that's what I said in the last to last pod that we had. I think we need to. I mean, once we get back to back wins, I'll be like, okay, now we can we can kind of like trust United players. But we already have Bruno, so
Yeah, I mean, it's about a wild card. Like I'm asking just from the wild card perspective, everything right now. So if anybody's feeling streaky or
yeah.
punty, I would
Then boom.
probably punt on Bumo from
Yeah,
United. The only player I'd
I
probably
agree.
punt on.
I agree.
Nobody else.
There's not
Yeah.
much there right now. I mean, also Newcastle, Voldemort, or Voldemort, however you pronounce it, seems like a good option. He's been scoring internationally also. So
Yeah, yeah, man. Like
Yep.
he's been scoring. Like his data, XG data isn't as impressive, but he is
good.
scoring in that
Yeah,
team. And I think they've also had very tough run of fixtures.
Yeah.
So now they'll soon come into an easy run. So he's almost becoming a wild card template as such,
yeah,
almost. So yeah, I mean, Voltmart is a good shot from that team. Do you like Anthony Gordon yet?
maybe,
We'll need to see
but not
more
right
games. Like he was playing up front when the whole Isak saga was going on, so he was a lucrative pick. I'm not sure about now. We need to see how things pan out. Also about Voldemort or whatever his name is,
Voldemort.
Voldemort, the one who should not be named.
now.
But but I don't know why what the hype. I mean, I get it. He's always in the conversation when he scores the goal. As soon
Yeah,
as there's a dry period, people talk shit about him, like he's not able to convert. And yeah, he's kind of a guy who waste few chances here and there, but once he gels up with or integrate with the team in few weeks, I think he would be a better pick. Uh, but
right.
But do you keep would you have Voldemort on your wild card?
it's a tough question. I would
Possibly,
not. I would not.
yeah. But if I
Yeah,
was wild carding, I would have considered him because there's no one like because I would have had Saka in midfield and not Gyökeres up front. And instead of Gyökeres, I can't get Ice in the Isak for sure right now. So I kind of would have gone with Voldemort. So you never know.
yeah.
Right.
He's a good shout. Good shout. Yeah.
I mean, and then a lot of people are actually discussing so a little bit. So that has been amongst the top expected scoring teams, and it's surprising or a little bit interesting to see that Crystal Palace are ranked 10th and Tottenham are ranked like ninth highest in terms of expected goals, right? And a lot of people are very bullish on Crystal Palace, forwards like Ismail Assar or Mateta, from a wildcard point of view. And I think even more, Kudus from Tottenham.
Yeah.
Uh, what are your thoughts on those two teams in general? If you want, like, are these two teams to target on a wildcard yet?
Um, I would keep Star as a season hold if unless he gets injured or something. Till he gets injured, if he gets injured, Star I would keep, and others I'm not sure if I would get them now in the wild cards. Since I already hold Kudus, I will hold him because he's
Yeah.
just awesome. But I wouldn't get him right now on the wild card probably.
Right.
And I
Spurs
mean,
fixtures are getting difficult after,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think, from now on.
yeah, yeah,
So you can skip Kudus.
yeah.
But
right.
he's a talismanic pick in that team. So I won't be surprised if he starts scoring or at least assisting. He's more of an assist threat than goal threat.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But I
I won't be
feel like
surprised.
he's turning a page. It feels like that he has sort of realized that he is doing what providing or creating the chances a lot, and he's also realized that he wants to score a goal because
Yeah.
he obviously that's what he's known for. Uh, to score all those crazy worldies and amazing
Cut
goals,
in and
and he has
shoot.
it in him. So but it seems like from the last match that he's probably going to do that more often. So for me, he's the only pick I'll probably
Yeah.
consider on a wildcard from Tottenham. And I mean, and thirdly goes without saying, you have Semenyo. You just don't go
Yeah.
Right.
without him.
Pretty
With the
much
form he
similar.
is, no matter the projections for Bournemouth as a team,
Yeah.
do not go without him
I
in the kind of
see
form he is.
in FPL form over data. That is what I've realized. If any player is going like he has a form, just ride the wave. Don't go
Yeah,
Yeah,
against it. It's
yeah.
simple.
And which also reminds me that if I was wildcarding this week, I would kind of I would be inclined to punt on Bowen because I think West Ham will turn soon. I mean, considering Nuno is a decent coach, so I'm expecting their form to turn.
Right.
I mean, definitely you can take a punt. I mean, for
Yeah,
me, Bowen is genuinely a, say a 4 game week punt, not
Yeah.
nothing more than that. I mean, I would look to move him to somebody else from game week 12, and it's a good window also to move him into other
yeah,
players considering their
Right.
uh, you know
yeah,
run is improving. But yeah, let's go on to clean sheet predictions. Obviously, Arsenal no brainer. We've discussed the team a lot as well.
yeah.
City is up there as well. But what do you guys think? Would you have a bite of City defense in your
Yep,
wildcard team?
yep. The only one I was sure about was Donnarumma, so I just immediately got him on my Game Week 6 wild card. So that's the only person I'm sure about who's going to start day in, day out, week in, week out. But apart from that, I mean, I think Guardiol could be a relatively safer pick or someone like that. But
But I mean, considering the kind of team structures people are moving into, do you think 5.7 million on Donnarumma is worthwhile?
I'll tell you why. I don't like the price point. The reason why I want to go towards Donnarumma. So you pick Donnarumma as your goalkeeper. Your defense will be Timber and Gabriel. Your third defender will be Burn. Otherwise, people who are going for Pope, you won't get Burn for sure, right? Uh, and then you will get some random 4.5 and then 4 million defender. Okay. Now this three defenders, sorry, GK and this three defender will give you clean sheet every game, almost every game.
Mm.
But if you go with Pope, so your third defender becomes some random 4.5 or
But
Munoz.
you don't want you're so basically what you are also saying that you will not be having Senesi in that lineup.
Oh, you have 4.5, no? Oh, I'm
good,
assuming you already have people already have Senise.
yeah.
I mean, but
So
then it
I
becomes
think I
very
think what
Senesi is already like touching even if
he's
you got
almost a
him
swipe.
early.
He's almost a
Huh.
swipe now.
Exactly. And
Yeah,
even what that's what my point was, even if you have him in your team from previously, he's already getting to the 5 million mark,
correct.
right?
Yeah,
So I feel like do you want to have so much funds parked in into your defense? Probably why?
Yes.
Because Donnarumma and Pope might actually have a very similar output considering how Newcastle have been performing defensively. I, I won't be surprised if actually both of them are
Could
pretty
be.
much on the same number of points.
Could be. But I think what Suraj is also trying to say is the fact that a lot of people had Rea as their goalkeeper, right? The thing is not to have him because Arsenal is a team who's getting a lot of returns from their defenders as well. So you want to cash in on that, right? So that's the reason why you either pick Pope or Donnarumma as your goalkeeper. That's totally up to your preference. I chose Donnarumma. Somebody could choose Pope. And then in the defense, you can keep if you're wild carding. If then you possibly keep Timber and Gabriel, right? So that gives you the option of having two Arsenal defenders that way. If you keep Raya, then that just kills one of your options.
For sure, Raya is not the top three
Correct.
pick
yeah.
at the
Yeah,
moment.
I mean, he's a
Sorry.
good goalkeeper. He's a top pick, but not FPL wise right now, is what I feel. I mean, you basically close your options if you pick him from
But
Right.
what I
Arsenal.
like about Pope is actually
Yeah,
he does get a lot of save points. One,
yeah,
second, with the in all those times when Newcastle win by say a 1 goal or a 2 goal margin, he actually almost certainly ends up amongst the bonus
yeah.
because of the way how much Newcastle play out from the back, how much chances he saves and how many passes he makes. So he's always very high amongst the baseline bonus baseline points. So I like him as a pick because he's almost always giving you something more than a simple six, which is what you get with basically
Donnarumma.
Rhea. You
Yeah,
actually
Yeah.
or a
But
Donnarumma for that matter. So
yeah.
I like that upside.
but
Fair enough.
that's true with Burn, or let's consider Burn only. As of now, I would go with Char, his 5.5. But yeah, with Burn also, you will get the DEFCON points and might get bonus as well, or a goal here and there, given that he's 6'3" or
Fair shout.
something.
I mean, those would be my consideration for sure. Like the first few consideration, guys. Like Chelsea is also supposed to do pretty well, at least according to predictions. Would you have a Chelsea defender up there, like maybe
Before
Chalova or
we
Sanchez? Are we going
yeah.
back to Sanchez? Do you think? Can
So
we?
before we go there, Rishabh made a great point that a good team can crack up City Open, and it's true. I won't debate on that. It is totally possible. Yeah.
I mean,
Coming back to your question, Aman.
yeah, I'll just continue. A good team can crack any team open.
Yeah,
No, but a
that's the,
good goalkeeper can keep a better team
yeah.
out
I mean,
as well.
I'd rate Donnarumma above Rea for
Oh,
short
for
stopping.
sure. Like
Yep. As a goalkeeper,
I would
sure.
rate Donnarumma as the best goalkeeper in the league, literally.
I mean, exactly. It's just that we are kind of again biased by a recent form, and rightly so. But I mean, that's what I said. I got Donnarumma to have a safe six. I'm not looking for any bonuses or anything. I just want 6 points from Donnarumma week in week out. Out of 2 weeks, I've gotten only 1 week. That's the only thing. But with Rea, you have more surety. That's one thing that
Yeah.
needs to be kept in mind. But then you kill your attacking options in terms of Arsenal defenders. If I was wildcarding, simply put, I would keep two Arsenal defenders and one goalkeeper either out of Donnarumma or Pope. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Sure. Anybody else like any other defense you like? Crystal Palace is in the discussion a lot. Senesi from Bournemouth is in a lot of team, and then Anderson from Fulham is also up there.
Yeah.
Like I think these are players you definitely. I mean, if you have Senesi, you're probably not moving him out of team now. I mean,
Right.
it's a good. Although, like, do you feel it's debatable? Can you actually have somebody else in place of a Senesi now? Like, do you like
If you don't
Burn
have
better
him,
than
yeah, if you
Senesi?
don't have him, get someone else instead of Tennessee, maybe
So there's
Burn,
two
like you
Right.
said.
possibilities. Yeah.
I feel if you're on a wild card, it is okay to not have Senesi in your team. Like unless you have a
No,
lot
wait.
of value tied up in
Yeah,
him.
right, right.
Yeah.
If you already have him and are wildcarding, just keep him. If
Keep
you
him.
No,
don't
so for
have him, don't
example,
buy
what
him.
if somebody just got him like a 2 weeks back and he would have risen maybe by zero point 0.1 or zero point 0.2 million maybe in the last 2 weeks. So I would actually consider moving him out, like because you're basically
Yeah,
just losing zero point 0.1 on the value, right? Like
yep,
if he has risen by zero point 0.2, the player's value also would have risen by zero point 0.1. So I would actually move him out of my team if I was wild carding. I would not really get swayed too much on the ownership for Senesi because the
I
next,
agree.
fixtures up till game week 12 are not great. Definitely, you'd probably want to have him back from game week 12 onwards.
Right, right. And by that time, you can get some other like Truffert or someone he won't give you 8 point, that extra 2 point defcon, but surely you will get the 6 point at least.
Yeah,
Agreed.
cool. Just
So
last question. Interestingly, a lot of people are considering West Ham defense like Mavropanos, Diouf, and over here they're expected to basically, get the least amount of clean sheets over the
But that's
next
because of
10 game weeks,
yeah,
11 game weeks.
that's because of their form, no, from for the first before Nuno came in also.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah,
are we expecting their act? So do we
I
expect them to do a lot better than what is projected right now?
I am.
but
Yeah.
Guys, there is a lot
where
of
will you place it?
noise, some disturbances there in the background. Just
Oh,
Not
it's
me.
because we must didn't put the earphone, I think. Is it because of that?
no, it's
Because I'm
some
getting the
crackling
feedback
noise.
from there.
No, something was crackling, but that's
Yeah,
nothing else. That
like a
the
rapper or something.
Yeah, yeah, no, no. Oh, oh, yeah, yeah. Sorry.
That's okay. What? Yeah. So I was saying again. I forgot to mention. Yeah. I am expecting West Ham to do better. Yes, I am expecting, and if I was again wild carding, I would kind of be inclined to keep Diouf as my 4.5
Yeah,
mil or whatever he's.
would you? Like, I would not. Probably, I'll
I
rather.
did.
Would
I had
you
him. He
not?
returned almost every week initially.
Yeah, like right now, he's probably the best, crosser in the game.
Yeah, yeah,
It
absolutely,
seems like he's really
absolutely.
hitting it
But
on target
consider
every
this.
time.
Diouf's value will increase if West Ham's like form kind of turns because the only thing that he needed was clean sheets. He was
Yeah,
anyway giving 3 or 4 pointers. I think he's given 4 assists, right?
yeah,
So in 6 or 7 game weeks, considering that was under Graham Potter, and now Nuno, I think
correct.
he should be able to get the best out of him. Hopefully, so I'm expecting a turn in form for West Ham, but you never know what happens. So
And actually, Nuno built a team which was really good on set pieces in Nottingham Forest, if you remember. So Diouf does probably get to play a lot of, significant role in getting in those crosses for those set pieces. I would also probably consider him. But I mean, would he be a lock on my team? Not
I
really.
don't know. I mean, I would have him as my fourth or fifth defender just to play him in some, unless as a safety net in case their fixtures done. But I think somebody mentioned, Rishabh mentioned on the chat that apparently West Ham trained with three at the back with their under
Yeah,
23. So that means Diouf could go further up front, right?
as a wing back. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
yep.
So
One more thing. Even I agree with all of your point that you made about West Ham defense that it might improve. But where even after the improvement, where you will you place them in from 1 to 20? I
oh,
think
that
15, 16, right? It's still
probably.
bad. They are not going to give you
Oh,
clean sheets.
absolutely. That's why I said fourth or fifth defender. I mean, we all of us have Rodon and Goodmanson
Right,
also, right?
right.
Exactly. So
Yes,
if that's what I'm considering. So basically you are comparing a West Ham defender with the likes of Anderson or
got
Richards
it.
from Crystal
Correct,
Palace.
correct, correct.
Makes sense.
Do you keep say do you above Anderson or or Richards in your
Not
pecking
above
order,
Richards, not at all.
Not
right?
about Richards and
So
Senesi for sure.
Yeah, but Anderson I could.
Yeah,
I
Not
would
in
rather actually have Anderson. I mean, might be a different opinion, but I'd rather have Anderson over Richards
possibly. I mean,
as
it's
the
a tough.
4.5 million pick.
they're
As the
eight
4.5
corners.
million pick.
Yeah,
Here's the thing. So the max you'll play is four defenders, and we rarely play that. Also, we mostly play three defenders, five midfielders, and two up front, or 3-4-3, right? So most of our two defenders that are on the bench go. I mean, we don't play them generally unless we
yeah.
have like kind of planned it that way.
See, I'll
And
tell you why. I just quickly, just sorry, just
no, no, go
one
ahead.
thing. So, because this chart is very interesting and it helps us visualize the rotation as well. So, the
Yeah,
only times you are so considering on a wild card, you already have Gabriel, you have a Timber, and you also have, say, Senesi or another
Burn.
pick from you. Sorry.
Maybe you have Burn.
Maybe you have Burn, for
Yeah,
example.
yeah,
So most of the weeks, these are your first choice
correct.
defenders,
Yeah,
right? The only time you would be looking to play somebody else is, say, when, say, Senesi doesn't have a good fixture, which is that week. It's game week 10, and maybe it's also game week 11.
11.
Now,
Yeah.
who has a better fixture in those game weeks? Both Crystal
Anderson.
Palace and Fulham
Fulham.
have better clean sheet odds in both those fixtures. I
Yeah,
would say Fulham may be slightly better if you consider, game week 12 as well. Fulham
yeah.
has, better clean sheet odds than both Bournemouth and Crystal Palace. So for me, I'm just for me when I try to visualize what are going to be my fourth and fifth defenders, I try to think about when am I even going to play them in my first team. And those weeks, it seems to me, Fulham has supposedly they seemingly have a better fixture because most of the times Richard stays on my bench. What do I do with him?
But I would rather play Richards than Anderson any day of the week. I mean,
Yeah. Goal threat. And one more thing about
Defcon,
Richard. He
No,
he
by the
he
way, Anderson is also a goal threat. Anderson is also
yeah, yeah.
right there in the box for take those headers.
But one caveat about Richards is he takes the long throw directly
Yeah.
yeah,
into the box. There are
yeah,
higher chances of him returning than
What I've
Anderson.
seen, no, with those throws, it's not like if you throw
Assist
it
to
to
assist, right?
directly somebody. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's mostly assist to the assist.
Right,
So
right.
I am not so much up on, if somebody is throwing in, it increases chances from headers for sure. It has done, and like it's become a thing now, right? Every team is doing that almost. Every single team is just
yeah.
throwing it. It's become another kind of a corner now, right? So it's so cool to see the game
Yeah.
evolve.
Also
But yeah,
answering
so
Rushabh is asking, I'm putting a West
20.
Ham defender, guys. Should I
Yeah.
go Diouf or a Defcon center back? I think Diouf. If you're fixated on
I
West
think,
Ham
yeah,
defense,
Diouf.
You
Diouf,
from
no
West Ham.
brainer.
For sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would not worry too much on the DEFCON because see, DEFCON you get 2 points, and then in a lot
they'll
of matches, I
concede
would
four.
even say that they can consider, yeah, they can concede like 2 or 3 goals, and you get a point deducted, right? So
Yeah.
rather go with the upside pick, which is Diouf. I would definitely pick him over anybody like a Kilman or a Mavropanos.
Yeah, and Rishabh
Cool.
has one more point. Richards could get bench, unlike Anderson, because Richard plays the European. I mean, Crystal Palace in general plays the
Yes.
European as well as
Crystal
that.
Palace is, I mean, dude, I'm not, I think they will
Yeah, yeah,
undergo some kind of a regression. They will not be keeping as many clean sheets this season. They are playing midweeks as well now. And for
or
them, it's important. It is an important tournament. It's
right.
Europe for them,
Yep.
basically, right? So they would not want to go light on in those tournaments. So, yeah,
Yes.
for all those reasons, I like Anderson.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, let's
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 move on.
move ahead. Yeah.
Which
So
team you want to
this
pick? I think obviously Liverpool. Let's start with Liverpool United.
That's easily the biggest game of the week.
Yeah,
Hands down. As I said,
uh,
it's 2. That's what I predicted. Either 2-1 or 2-2. It says 2-1 for Liverpool. Obviously, considering their form, I'll kind of stick by that scoreline only. I think that's what's gonna happen. But
yeah,
I mean, surprises are always welcome for United if they do something. But I think that that'll be the scoreline, 2-1 or 2-2 is what I feel.
yeah.
If they win,
hmm.
I'll be really happy. United.
That's
Yep.
unlikely. I think,
Yeah.
dude, there's a narrative also, no? Like, there's been so much of talk, so much of chatter about how bad Liverpool defend attack is. They're not gelling. They're not turning up. Salah is not performing. I mean, the players read and feel everything. It's not like they're insulated from all of this talk.
Yeah.
So definitely, it's going on in their minds, and obviously, the manager, like, who knows it better than the players themselves and the manager themselves himself. So I do feel, I mean, what if this is like, it proves to be that moment where which brings this Liverpool all together and they hammer United with all their might and scores like some 5-6 goals. Everybody comes back into form. We have Isak, Salah, and Gakpo all with 2 goals each. What's even pitching in, maybe, what if something like that happens?
I think that should be unlikely, but I won't be on the next podcast if that.
No, I'm
If that,
actually, it's both. Like it feels like it's been so long since I've watched football, because I didn't watch a lot of international football. Those matches
Yeah,
were not so interesting as well.
true.
Uh, but I mean, I'm so kicked about, and I'm expecting some interesting, result from this match. I'm really kicked about this matchup. I
yeah,
just hope it doesn't turn out to be a boring 1-1 kind of a fixture, man.
yeah,
Yeah.
right. Okay, let's
Cool.
move
So, I mean,
to
basically, we are not expecting any clean sheet in this fixture. Most likely is what the
Rishabh
odds are
is,
also suggesting.
yeah.
Amarim
Rishabh is
sacked
saying,
after this, maybe. Let's see. Maybe.
I think
Who
we
knows?
would we
If
would be doing
if
favor if that
dude,
happens.
if it is like a 7-6, 7-0 kind of a hammering, it could be happening, right? Although, I mean, I don't think it will. If it were to happen, they would have probably sacked him already. I don't think
Yeah.
they're gonna sack him this season.
There's no
No.
manager in the market currently whom they can.
That too. Like there
So,
there've been talks about Xavi learning
oh.
English and all, but I think it will take him like a couple of years before he ends up learning English. So yeah, I think Amarim is probably safe for now.
I-
So yeah, and then I think next fixture with the maximum goal projected is obviously City.
See,
What do you think? Like, would I definitely feel Everton are definitely not scoring in this match,
yeah,
for
the
sure.
2-0 scoreline.
Yeah, but
See,
it
they
could
they
be
have
even bigger.
Beto, who is a negative kind of a person. Out of the three XG, he'll score zero. So and they don't
Yeah,
have Grealish. So for surely
and they
they're
don't
not
have.
gonna score.
And
Clean sheet is
is
fixed.
KDH back?
Yeah,
Yes,
they
yes.
they will. Yes.
He served the
What's the ban?
ban. Yeah, he served the ban, I think, last game.
Okay, okay,
So yeah,
okay.
he's back. But yeah,
Other than
KDH
that,
Grealish is their main big chance creator as well as the normal key passer. So
true, true.
I
But I
don't
think
hope a lot.
even these folks, I mean, KDH, Garner, and NDI could cook up something of their own as well. You never know. So
we don't know. Yeah.
Garner is
Yeah.
dangerous too.
I mean, if it was Ederson, I would have said there are chances. With Donnarumma, he would even save the
Yeah,
top
yeah, yeah.
corner one. So
So
Yeah.
I
Okay,
mean, there's
next.
not too much of an interesting matchup apart from these two where we are expecting maybe a lot of goals as such. I mean, Chelsea, I think we do expect against Nottingham Forest with the way Ange is playing them. I definitely think we'll probably score at least maybe two goals. I think definitely we can. We have it in us, and especially after our last performance. And
Yep.
let's discuss about that as well. What a performance! Awesome, Chelsea, like scoring that last injury time winner against Liverpool. Cannot gloat more about it. So happy about my team doing so well against last year's champions. So yeah, but
By the
I
way,
mean, I
if you
think the
haven't seen Aman's reaction of that goal live in the match while
yeah
the match was going, please check out our Insta handle.
yeah we put out that reaction on our Instagram. Do check out. Yeah. So I mean, I feel there are a couple of goals in that match. Uh, but yeah, other than that, I don't feel there are a lot of goals everywhere around. It feels
Yeah.
like there are going to be a lot of cagey
Arsenal,
matches.
yeah,
What do you?
Arsenal.
Yeah,
It's showing around two.
It's an away game,
Uh,
no?
Arsenal is
So
also there.
it's an away
yeah,
game. It very well be a 1-0 game or something like that.
yep,
Or
yep,
a
yep.
2-1
No,
because Fulham
could
cancelled.
I think yeah they will score a couple of goals. I feel
Who, Arsenal or Fulham?
Arsenal.
Arsenal,
Mhm.
Arsenal
It'll be
will
one
score two. I
way.
mean, that's
I mean,
consistently
it's
they
like
have been
Fulham home.
scoring two.
Fulham is, from what we've seen in the past game, if Fulham is not a very, if they're not pushovers, so they
They're not.
might
Yeah,
just concede one goal or two goals tops. So
Yeah,
yeah, could be.
right, right.
yeah,
Yeah, nothing
Anything else
much
interesting?
too
Yeah,
exciting. I feel like
nothing
yeah.
very exciting, but I just hope I'm hoping Jaden Anthony.
So
is a-
interestingly, you're expecting a Jaden Anthony goal.
I'm expecting one. Yeah.
I was about to say I'm expecting a Rodon clean sheet because I am gonna play him as my first in my
No,
first
if
team.
Jaden Anthony plays against Leeds, it's Burnley at home. I'm assuming and Jaden Anthony
it's
like
yeah,
has.
yeah.
No, but Burnley. Can we go back to the clean sheet odds for the next 11 game weeks? Look where Leeds are and look where Burnley are.
No, but
Leeds are
Burnley
at
at
12th,
home.
I mean, for this
and
particular
their
game, we don't have a huge.
best clean sheet odds in the next 11 fixtures is the next one against Burnley.
No, but even Burnley has a 28% clean sheet.
28. Yeah, I mean, it's not
So
for
Not a very
I
good
mean,
one.
what I mean is like
at least
probably
in
this is the
championship,
only yeah,
at least in the championship, Burnley was able to keep the clean sheet in I think both of their games,
Yeah.
home and
against
away.
Leeds.
So yeah, yeah, yeah.
So what was the final scoreline in the two matches against
One was
Leeds?
0-0 that I'm sure, and it was Burnley home. Away, I don't know, but it was I think clean sheet, if I'm
Yeah, I
not
mean,
wrong.
I wouldn't mind a 0-0 as well.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
fine
and
with that.
but the question is, will you play Rodon? That's the
I
question.
he
will.
is playing.
I
He's
will.
playing Radon. Yeah, yeah.
I
You're playing
am
Rodon in place of whom?
in place
Who
of
is benching?
Anderson.
You're benching
I'm
Anderson.
Oh yeah, it's
Anderson.
against Arsenal. So yeah,
And who's your
he'll take his
fifth,
chances.
fifth defender?
Steve against Rodon.
Oh, you have to play Rodon then. Okay.
Exactly.
Mm,
So I am hoping for a clean sheet from Leeds, and their odds are encouraging as well. They're the third best almost
yeah.
yeah, they have the third best clean sheet odds.
But
Mhm.
in this game week, I'm not seeing a lot of clean sheets, and that's the problem. Maybe our defense would give
I
that many points.
It could also be like a low scoring kind of a week, apart from I mean mostly
But
I would say
but
like the
people who
matchups
are
as well.
wild carding will have double Arsenal defense mostly, and those people will win.
Right.
14 to
Yeah,
200. What's that?
I think he's talking about the subscribers probably.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice,
I mean,
nice.
I
Oh,
forgot.
we're finally 200.
I also have
Oh,
Van Diemen from Spurs.
congratulations, guys.
Spurs are playing
Congrats,
Aston
guys.
Villa. What, we did 200?
Yep.
Yeah, 200
What? When we
subscribers.
started, we were at 184.
Yes.
How did that happen? That's amazing.
Awesome. What a moment
I
to be
See,
realizing it live
think
on
this
the
this
I
this
used to only
Ivy was full of surprises. The FPL Wire
one sec.
took our
Where did we complete
visuals.
200 follow? Where did we
Yeah, let's
complete
let's
200
discuss when
followers?
we come there.
Where did we
Yeah, yeah.
complete 200 followers?
When
Where
did
did
we
we
come?
complete?
Where
Where?
did
Where?
we?
On which platform?
No, it's still 186. I don't know.
Yeah.
Then I'm
It's
not
still
sure.
186.
Okay, anyway.
Who?
Come on, Ritin. Don't play with our feelings, Ritin, man.
Yeah,
What are
dude.
you doing? Let's go. Let's move. Let's move.
Let's move to yeah.
False alarm. So yeah, guys, like probably the most interesting thing to happen to us in this week, courtesy Suraj from our
Yes.
team, absolutely his entire doing and his hard his genius, that we ended up building a quick tool ourselves using fantasy football scout data. And these charts, if you're not yet following FPL Wire, do go follow, give them a follow. They've basically been our inspiration to start this podcast of our own. We've been watching the content for so many years, and we
Yeah.
really like them as the content creators, especially them being from the same country as we are. So love their content, and they ended up picking these charts from our Twitter handle, and they gave us a shout out in their podcast this week. So kicked up about this,
Yeah.
and yeah, all thanks to
Kudos
Suraj.
to Suraj and kudos to FPL Pulse Talk.
Yes,
Yep, yep.
and thank
Uh,
you
uh,
FPLY for
Yes.
yeah.
giving us a shout out.
Thanks FPL Wire.
So yeah, what yeah, Suraj, go ahead and explain what this chart says.
Yeah, so basically, this is kind of a heat map. So the box size for the team as well as the player tells you the non-penalty XGI. It's basically attacking returns, but expected attacking returns to simplify for our viewers. So the bigger the box, the more expected attacking returns from that team, and the smaller the box, the smaller the or lower the value of NPXGI. So as you can see, Arsenal is at top, then City, then United, then Chelsea, Crystal Palace, Everton. This is how you read the graph. And as you can
Oh,
see, Liverpool, you can see at the top right
yes.
somewhere.
Yeah,
It's not
barely
in
you can
top
see them.
six. Yeah, it's not in top six. That tells you something.
Yeah, so
Does
they are
that
not
also tell us?
basically creating as much chances.
Yeah. No, but does that also tell us that Gakpo has the highest non-penalty XGI in Liverpool in the first 7 game
No,
weeks?
that says Gakpo is the biggest chance creator from that team. Big chance creator.
Okay.
Am I right?
No, it's just so I'll explain the thing. So
Oh, so
this
this is just XGI
yeah,
number,
and
the
the
value.
below
Okay.
one is non-penalty XGI per 90.
Yeah.
So, so
Non-penalty XGI per 90.
yep,
Got it.
yep, yep, yep.
So
So Salah
clearly,
and Gakpo has four returns basically. I think two goals, two
right.
assists. So that's the reason
Uh,
you can see those
okay,
over
okay,
there.
okay, 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 okay. Makes
So yeah,
sense.
So
things to talk about actually.
interestingly, man, interestingly,
Hmm.
Arsenal is on top,
And
Yep.
right? Like,
Gyökeres the highest.
Yeah.
no, Eze.
Oh
As
yeah, yes,
actually.
yes,
Eze.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, yes.
As a numbers are, so I didn't segregate it for Crystal Palace and then Arsenal. It's combined
Okay,
Palace plus
combined. Okay.
Arsenal. But Ajax's number have massively improved in terms of XG when he moved to Arsenal. So in the last two games, he has around zero point 0.7 or zero point 0.8 XG. I'm not talking XG. So he's a proper goal threat over there in Arsenal team. And
And
given that
Odegaard is injured.
yes, yes. So, all if you've seen, usually Arsenal scores like Rice and Zubimendi, Odegaard. These people score because Saka or someone white from that flank cut like put the ball inside the box, not to the striker, but someone who's in midfield, and that's where Eze gets more shot. That is reflected in the data as well. But interesting thing is, if you're Gyökeres, it clearly tells don't sell him. Don't take a hit for sure to sell him.
Yeah,
Hold him for
yeah,
now. Get in timber if you don't have it. Make it a priority because double Arsenal will never go waste.
yeah.
Saka, as a Gyökeres, timber. These are your picks from the
The top
Arsenal.
four picks,
Yep,
definitely the
yep.
top four picks. Yeah, man, and it's so interesting. Yeah, as Parth is saying, some very interesting names being highlighted, right? Like Mateta, one of the highest XG, like the second highest XGI from Crystal Palace, clearly underperforming his XGI data, right? So Crystal Palace, although they're creating a lot of chances, there is a lot of expected data being produced, but those goals are actually not coming through.
Right. Yep. So
And
yeah,
also, same
we'll
is the
go
case with
team.
the entire United, I think, right? Let's
Right.
go, yeah, let's
Yes.
go with team by team, sure.
Team by team. So Arsenal, those picks are sorted. Timber, Gyökeres, Saka, Eze. Don't get Gyökeres if you are on wild card or if you have free transfer. Go with Timber, Saka, Eze. You would have already Gabriel, so you'll have to choose two among the three. For City, it's no brainer. Haaland, we have already discussed it. We are not going to spend time over there. Uh, no need to punt on any other
What
City
about
attack as
Rangers
of
though?
now.
Do you have would you have Rangers still on your wild
If
card?
Always,
Yep.
Really?
always.
Yep. If you want fund, what so I was falling short of point five. So what I did was, uh I'm not playing wildcard, by the way. I was just
Yeah.
creating wildcard draft. I bought in Zaka instead of reindeers, and used my point five to upgrade somewhere else. So that you can do if you want that point five
So what you
somewhere
mean
else.
is that you can have somebody else in place
Yep.
of Rangers. I mean, initially, like first few game weeks, it felt like he's gonna be one of the more essential picks from City, but for the last three game weeks, it seems like he's not probably getting as many chances as we would have expected. I still feel that he's gonna be, somebody who ends up playing a lot of, uh, almost all of the matches,
Yep.
and he's not gonna get benched. So that is something, minutes are really something which are going for him. But again, I think with Marmoush coming in, with Ryan Shirky coming in, it would become a slightly difficult thing
Problem.
for Pep to
Yeah. He won't
manage
attack a lot.
everybody.
Yeah. He
But I
would
think he
be
still
that.
plays.
Mhm. Go ahead.
Sorry. Hello. Who's
Vimash.
mine?
Yeah.
Oh no, no. I was saying that Rangers still plays. I think week in week out mostly, and also I'm not too worried about his returns and all because I think he's in the first game he gave a goal and an assist, and then he gave an assist against Arsenal. But if you look at his numbers, like uh, City had an initial dip in form. They lost two games. They lost to Tottenham and Brighton. So if I just ignore those games, he's given one assist against United. He had I think a couple of opportunities. I don't know how he didn't score in that game against United. So I'm pretty sure he's for a 5.5 million guaranteed starter in a City midfield with possible attacking outputs. I would always keep him over any other player. Chaka has the advantage of, as Suraj mentioned, he's kept him and saved his point five. Chaka has the advantage of probably giving DEFCON week in week out. But
And he's in
I think,
corners and indirect free
yeah,
kicks, so that potential is there. Yeah.
correct. But I think Rangers has a hole in him. So
Yeah.
is what I feel.
But
Yep. Yep.
it's like, would he feature in your playing 11 every
Yeah,
week? I don't think so, right? Like if you are
Currently,
going,
he's
I would have him.
in my
I have
team
him.
currently because I have Salah, so I don't
yeah,
have money
you,
to
yeah.
spend somewhere else. So yeah.
No, but if you think of it, who will you play week in week out instead of Rangers? Like, what option do you have otherwise? Who would you
Like
get?
we'll come to the draft and
Yeah,
let's
we'll come to
discuss.
the
So
draft.
I
Yeah.
mean, in general, I feel Rangers is one pick where you can compromise or maybe think
Probably.
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
not having him, because you don't want to spread your funds too much unless you are yet to play the bench boost. Like,
Right.
so I am yet to play myself and I've already wildcarded, and that's why I could not say almost kill one or make any position a dud. If I so in general, if you have already played your bench boost,
Yeah.
you should probably make at least one midfield or one forward position a dud, because you don't need to play them every week. It
Right.
just doesn't fit in your equation really. And you'd rather make use of those funds when required, even keep those extra funds in your bank. If you cannot, if you think you have the best team, it's fine.
Yep.
You'd probably need them, right, sometime down the line when those certain picks emerge from the Liverpool team.
Right.
Possibly.
Yep. Yep. Okay, let's
Yeah.
move to United. With United, what is happening, and it's similar case with Liverpool as well a bit. They're creating chances, but they're not creating big chances as such. That's the reason their expected numbers are good, but they are again not able to convert.
Right.
So
And
currently, I won't punt on them. I mean, the numbers looks good, but if I would pull the attacking return, but you can comment on this chat, and I can send you the link to the dashboard. You can play around with that data.
yeah, and Adarsh is also, mentioning the same point that Rangers
Yeah.
will probably not start every game when Shirky, Mamouche, and Rodri all are back together.
Yep.
Yeah,
When are they
somebody will have
expected
to
to
be
be back
switched off
though? When are they expected? Is there any news on them
Almost now
coming back?
in
soon.
1 or 2 games. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
problem is once Turkey is back, currently what reindeer like the position reindeer is playing, it will be occupied by Turkey, and reindeers will be a bit left behind.
Hmm.
He won't get a lot of shots or chances as such. But yeah,
yeah,
even Bernardo
cool.
Silva
So,
is in mix, right? Good
They'll
shout,
probably get
Adish.
minted someday.
Yep.
and
Okay,
let's come to
moving.
Chelsea, guys.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
talk
I
about
mean,
it.
I think definitely the pick of this week is Enzo Fernandez. Clearly, like, and rightly so as well, right? Like, look at his non-pen XGI numbers per 90. It's zero point 0.5, and to
He's on
top
pens.
that, he is on pens exactly till at least till the time Palmer is out, and Palmer is supposed to be out until the next international break.
Right.
So, he uh, I think it's the exact and Chelsea fixtures are turning for the good. We will be playing Nottingham Forest this week and then Sunderland the next week. So I feel he is probably going to be amongst the top consideration if you are if you're not on the wild card as well. So then even if for a free transfer like myself, I am heavily considering Enzo Fernandez, bringing him in into my team, and I think he definitely goes into your wild card for
Yep.
sure. He's uh, the upside is too good to pass him up. And then next is Estevao, but Estevao I still feel isn't FPL relevant yet. We want to see him being played week in week out in the Premier League, especially. And since we are playing in a lot of competition, so we would want to see him on in featuring in the team and starting rather than coming off the bench. So
Yeah.
until that starts to happen, I'll stay off him. And then
Right.
obviously then there's Chao Pedro as the most obvious other pick. And yeah, uh, I was also mentioning earlier, like if I think anybody for Chelsea defense, which I could actually consider on a wild card, because our fixtures are not bad, to be honest. Chaloba is going to be back in the team, and he always plays in as a center back whenever he's fit. So, and he has a genuinely good goal threat,
Yeah.
and he's assisted, scored goals already.
Defcon monster.
I I would definitely, yeah, and a Defcon monster. I'll definitely think about Chalobah at least for the next 5 6 fixtures at least.
Yeah.
If I have
Cheaper
to
than
consider
Sanchez.
some,
Point five
no,
cheaper than Sanchez.
Hmm.
no,
Oh no no
both
no.
are the
I think
same.
it's both are five, right? Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, so
Around
Yeah,
five
yeah.
only. Yeah.
right now Sanchez is 4.9, but
Right.
I'll rather have Pope as my keeper and
Yeah.
Chalobah as the Chelsea pick rather.
Good upside. Yeah.
both both the players. So yeah, I
Right.
mean, I think definitely, yeah. And then Crystal Palace, I think Ismaila Sarr is being talked a lot
Yeah.
uh, for wild card. I don't think he's a priority if you're not on a wild card. You can hold him off till game week 10.
Right.
S-
Next two
Next two
games are
fixtures.
not that crazy. I mean, the next one after game week 8, it's Arsenal. So I
But
don't
on
think.
a wild card, like you would recommend getting him, right?
Yeah. Or take a punt for 2 weeks on someone
Hmm.
else, like Enzo.
Okay.
No, Enzo, I think you should go with both Ismaila Sarr and Enzo is what
Yeah.
I think.
If
Yeah.
Enzo is performing, keep him. Get someone else out. Maybe Kudus. Kudus fixtures are getting
Not
difficult
so
after
good.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, not so good.
So
Right.
for me as a long-term pick, I think I'll definitely have Ismaila Sarr in my team on a wild card. But
Right.
the more important question is, would you go with Mateta up top?
If
On
you're
right
going
now.
Sar, you would have already have Richards. I'm not sure. I won't go with Mateta.
Yeah. I mean, see, if I've already played my bench boost, I would probably think about even getting. mark Gu as my dud. He'll almost maybe start playing for
Might play,
Chelsea,
yeah.
save a lot of money on your team, and you get a playing forward for Chelsea.
Right,
So and Delap is injured until the end of this year, so he'll probably return by say January next year.
Right.
He has a long-term injury, so I mean, Gio is an interesting
Yeah.
player to
Also,
think
Q's
about.
price dipped also, so it's a good time to buy him. He went to
right.
Is he
4.3.
4.3 already or 4.4?
He was 4 point. He started with
4.3 is
4.5.
4.3 now.
Right now it's 4.3.
Yep, yep.
Right.
But
So
the
yeah, I
third
mean,
Palace pick is Munoz, no doubt. If you want to save money, Richards.
Yeah. Or Gehi also. I think I saw
Gay.
him
I
last
like
week.
Gay is
Gehi
Gay
is
for
5.
Gay.
no, it's
Gay is
4.7 or 4.8.
4.9, I think now.
I see
4.9, so close to 5, yeah.
that means he had a point 2 increase in price because
But
last year it was 4.7 or 8.
yeah, yeah, but worth every penny.
Yeah, it's
Defcon as well as
Yeah.
threat,
exactly.
goal
I
threat.
I
mean,
think
So
Gehi
more than
started
that
at
is
4.5, I
the
think. So he's
attacking.
4.9 right now, just like Senesi.
Correct. Yeah, you
right.
could think of going with Gehi in place of Senesi. I like
Exactly.
that.
Yeah.
So Adish,
I like
we
that.
do have a wild card draft coming up later at
We'll
this.
discuss his team then,
Will
actually.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It will make sense. So
So yeah,
in
yeah.
that slide.
We'll soon move to the wildcard draft. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
We'll discuss your team as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Everton. Now next game week, Grealish can't play, but yeah, you can keep Grealish. After that, for sure, a
Yeah.
good pick.
Yeah.
Beto, I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
you could think of if you really want to go with an Everton pick. I think Grealish is the better one
Yep.
instead of
Or NDI.
NDI.
I mean, I
No, I
have
mean,
NDI.
would you? Would you
I
still
already
go
have
with
him on
NDI?
my I already have him on my wild card. So he's on pens.
No, if you were wildcarding right now.
Uh just for the pens, I would give him a slightly this thing upper this thing hand.
Over Grealish.
Yeah, for pens, no. He's on
Also,
pens
he's
also.
cheaper.
And
Let
But
me
he's
if you
show.
look
also
at the
cheaper,
if you look
right?
at
Like
non pen,
he's still 6.5 and Grealish is what, 6.8 or 9
yeah,
already?
I mean there are
Yeah.
multiple reasons to go for NDI. I mean he saves
No, no.
money, he's on penalties, and his non-penalty XGI is almost comparable to cash. There's not a huge difference. It's almost the same.
Now, so this graph is chances created and big chances created. Big chances
Right.
is the number below 0.48 for Grealish that you see, and look at NDI. So Grealish has XG as well as your assist threat, and that's the reason I would go with Grealish. I'm
But
fine to
does
Actually,
spend
that
that
the
premium of
previous
point
chart,
0.3.
but does
the
that
previous
is
chart
that
was actually NPXGI. So
Yeah,
Grealish's NPXGI is actually being, shown as a higher value because of his higher assist threat. He's not really
yeah,
shown as much of a goal threat. But yeah, I mean, if I were to pick one, if I had the budget for it, I'd probably also go with Grealish over NDI
yeah.
probably,
personally.
yeah.
And
The thing
Oh,
is
and to
even
be honest, I would
you
go with
already have him right
neither
now.
of them. Like, if I am actually wildcarding, I would go with neither.
I already have him,
yeah,
so I'm like, I mean, I got NDI, but
Same,
I didn't play him the week he scored the
same,
penalty. So
same.
okay,
High five.
let's move on to Liverpool. So
Yeah,
Liverpool, it's a mix. It's a bet,
it's a
to be
very
honest.
it's literally how it
yeah,
is being depicted. It's literally a absolute mixed bag. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
that's been the case with Liverpool's performances and the player individual performances as well. It's absolutely
absolutely.
mixed
I
bag.
mean, I
yeah.
was very disappointed with Gakpo primarily because considering his initial form, I got him as a replacement. I think in Game Week 4 or something, and he hasn't returned since.
He will
Considering he
score
was in
against
such,
United.
he'd score again. He could. He
Yeah, yeah.
probably could.
He
He
see
probably could.
United. I've seen United highlights and all. So the thing with Gakpo is love cutting inside and shoot. That's his. I don't know, a star move. I would say. And United
Yeah,
can't defend it for some reason. I'm not sure. Even if you remember the 7-0, the first
yeah,
goal or second goal, Gakpo scored. He just cut inside and shoot. That's what he did.
yeah.
Yeah.
I hope
No,
what you
but I
say
mean, I would still
doesn't
if
come true,
if
Yeah,
but
yeah. Stay away from Liverpool as of now. Let them
I
settle.
would
yeah,
rather I would rather think about having Anthony Gordon or Eze as a 7.5 million pick rather than Gakpo
As
at the
of now,
moment.
yes, 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 yes. I agree
yeah.
totally. Okay,
Eze
going to
is a Eze.
right.
And though
As is
and
also
yeah, and obviously I think we don't need to even discuss about Semenyo. He's he
He's there
should
in
be in
every
your
team.
team.
Yeah,
And then the most interesting bit is another
Minte.
interesting team is Brighton.
Yeah,
yeah,
Minte is coming up a lot.
he's the
And
only
so is
one.
Gruda, by the way. Gruda, like nobody's talking about Gruda, but if only his minutes were a little more
yeah.
certain, I think he's a better pick than even
He
Minte.
is. I
Minte.
actually
Yes,
called out
yes.
in game week 3 or 4 or something, or
You're
four
right.
or something
You
like that,
did.
because he gives DefCon. So
Oh,
I mean,
Gruda gave Defcon. He starts as a striker sometimes, right? I'm
just a
surprised he's
second.
getting Defcon and all.
Just a second.
No, but
Okay,
yeah,
anyway,
Gruda.
but yeah,
But
in
I think
Brighton,
realistically, Minte, I think
yeah,
is the
yeah,
better pick amongst all of the ones because he is definitely clicking for that attack and he's more certain to give you a return, albeit it's more likely to be an assist than a goal. But I would still rather have him over, say, a Mitoma.
you're right, right. And Spurs,
Just
everyone
a
knows.
just a small correction. He doesn't give DefCon. I think he had a high XG, and that's why he was called out in the
Got
thing.
Correct.
it. Mm.
Correct.
Yeah,
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 he played
Cool.
striker in a lot of
yeah,
teams, so
correct.
that's the reason. For Spurs, Kudus and Richarlison. Go with Kudus than Richarlison. That's my
Cool.
Yeah,
thought process. Okay,
Let's move on
let's
then.
move to teams who have underperformed versus overperformed. We
please
already
tell
know
me why
Clearly,
this.
United has underperformed. Yes, because if this was
yeah,
an
I mean, we've
overperformance,
already
right?
discussed this quite a bit, but this chart makes it so obvious and in your face that Crystal Palace and United are the two teams which have underperformed the most. But interestingly, as I think Suraj we were discussing before we started the pod. So the size of the bubble shows the big chances created,
Right.
right? So if the size is bigger, that means that the team created more big chances. And how far off is the team is from the line going through the middle, that will
Right.
show how much under or overperformed they did compared to the xgs. So the higher they are, so they score more goal than the xg they generated, and the lower they are, that means lesser the number of goals scored compared to the xg created. So
Right,
United created the highest xg in the entire league and scored the you know they had the highest difference compared to the actual goals scored versus their xg generated. So
Correct.
what it means that they are creating a lot of chances, they are creating a lot of goal threat also, but they are not just able to score somehow.
But does this chart also indicate? Correct me if I'm wrong here, Suraj. So does this
mhm.
chart also indicate that United, although they are creating a lot of XG, but they are not creating that XG out of big chances, like in the sense like they're not.
Exactly. That's the call out I wanted to make.
Exactly the point.
The
Yeah.
reason why they're not able to convert is because none of that, not none, but there are very few big chances that they create, and that's the reason it's
True,
not
true.
getting
Yeah.
converted.
And they're also shooting from a lot of
Range. Yeah.
non-favorable
Yeah,
positions. Yeah, from range and non-favorable positions. And also, I'm just happy. One thing I'm happy about it about is that Seshko has, I mean, finally scored a couple of goals in back-to-back
Yeah.
games. So I'm just happy about that. So let's see how that goes now.
Yeah, Sheshko is
yeah,
definitely somebody to keep an eye on, and
Yeah,
especially
yeah,
he's in that range where you can easily fit him
yeah,
in your
right,
team if
right.
he starts scoring. And United have it in them to
yeah.
turn up. It's just
Yeah,
I mean, I feel they have all the right kind of players. It's just
Players
about
now.
figuring out the right system to play or the best way to play them.
Yeah.
you're right.
And then
So,
yeah, Crystal Palace guys, I
hmm,
think they like they are creating a lot of big chances. And the reason that they're underperforming on their goal scored is because of Mateta. He's just not converting those big chances.
Oh, yeah, even
He's the
against
yep.
sole
Liverpool, he
reason.
hit the crossbar or something, no? Against Liverpool,
But
did he hit the crossbar and stuff like that? I
Oh
mean, he
yeah,
was
yeah.
doing.
He hit the crossbar. That's true,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
that's not. It's just one case. Apart from
correct,
that, Mateta does need a lot of chances to score. But
correct, correct.
that is Crystal Palace one team where I'm confident they would turn back to the mean or towards the center line, which is there. A team to
watch out for.
monitor basically. Yes, yes. As
And
soon
then
as they're
Tottenham is
Mhm.
interesting, guys. Like I feel like a lot of people might be thinking whether they want to keep a Tottenham attacker. Like considering this, they've clearly overperformed their XG.
Yeah,
And to think about it, their XG is not even that great. Like they're even behind Brentford and Everton and Brighton in terms of XG. Right, it's just that they've been able to score a few great goals, like Richarlison did that bicycle kick
Right.
and all those kind of goals they're getting in. But the numbers are not that encouraging as well.
Yep. And teams to avoid, as you can see, Wolves, Nottingham, even Burnley, I would say they're just
Aston
overperforming.
Villa, definitely.
Villa, I don't want to talk about that team. I had triple. I mean,
Right.
we all had the triple of Villa. I'm not sure why, but yeah.
So,
Anyway,
I mean, one last team I'd like to just call out is Newcastle.
Newcastle,
You'd
yeah.
see that they're pretty far off, like behind in
yeah,
terms of XG generated, and they're
it's
also not converting those goals.
it's
But
it's
I,
sorry. One call out for about Newcastle is they played the tough team. Second,
yeah,
they didn't have striker for a long, I think 4 or 5 matches they didn't have a proper striker.
Right.
Gordon was playing, who got a red card against Liverpool, didn't play the next 3 games. So they literally didn't have their main key players.
yeah,
Right.
Maybe that is a team who would spike up later.
yeah, for
True.
sure, for sure. So yeah, that's what I was also about to say.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Definitely don't be misled because of that.
Yeah.
Definitely keep them in your thoughts. Cool.
Okay. Let's move to player under and over performance. So similar chart, guys, for our viewers quickly. It's basically XG on expected goal on x-axis and goals in y-axis. But this time the bubble or the bubble size, the sphere size that you see is actually big chance taken. Because at a player level, I do not want to see how many big chances they have created. But I'm not sure if the other person who's receiving those big chances is actually scoring or not. So it makes sense at a player level to uh, uh, consider big chances taken. Like how many big chances he's receiving.
Right. So clearly, the reason why Everton forwards are not able to score as many goals is because of this guy called Beto. Like 2.5 xG and 0 goals, or is it a one or single goal?
One goal, one goal. Yeah,
One goal. So he does have a one goal. But yeah, I mean,
yeah.
it's such an underperformance considering 2.5 xG. Like, players are able to score like, so look at Semenyo, man, 6 goals from
And
some 3.55 kind of an 3.6 xG. Like, that's insane.
yeah,
Semenyo's gone mad.
and one more thing, guys. I have excluded Haaland. The reason he's beyond the charts.
Not fitting the chart.
Yeah,
He's
not
off.
fitting the
Yeah,
chart.
he has
So
He's off.
broken through the chart
His performance is off the charts. 9 goals.
of the
What
charts.
what
Yes.
XG did he have, by the way? Do you remember what XG he had?
let me check the
I
I
think
mean,
so.
he has also
dashboard.
overperformed for sure. Like,
Yeah,
he
Yeah,
was.
yeah, he has overperformed, no doubt.
But I mean, meanwhile, he's bringing it up.
yeah.
I feel like the player which makes the biggest case for himself is Enzo Fernandez again here, right? Look
Yeah,
at he's actually performing as expected.
Yep.
He has scored 3 goals and he has generated some
Correct.
3.75 xg, and he's also taken big chances, decent
Yep.
amount of big chances. So for sure, I feel like for me, Enzo is a priority transfer this
yep.
week for everybody not on wild card, and you have to keep him on your wild card as well.
Yeah. But would
You're
you
right.
double up with Joao Pedro and Enzo?
I would,
Yeah, why
because
not?
of because one of them is going to take the penalties for
I think it
sure.
would be Enzo.
It could be, but
It
I mean, it could be Pedro as well
See,
Hmm.
if
because
Enzo
he
is on
Pedro
pitch,
has been
yeah.
taking.
If Enzo is on pitch, Enzo will take it. If he's not, you have a cover of Jao Pedro who's gonna take it. So why not?
Yeah,
Ideally, you want
at the
both of them to
moment we
return.
don't have anybody who can play in Jao Pedro's position.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
I mean,
that's the
ideally, you would
problem.
want both of them to return if you
Yeah,
play both. But yeah,
Also, Haaland has around 7.7 xG and he has scored 9 goals. So yeah, he's
not bad. Huh?
overperforming.
He's not massively overperforming. He's almost there.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
and
nice.
Enzo is basically also arriving in the box very late. Yeah, to take those cutback chances. Like last and Parth actually rightly pointed it out as well. He could have actually scored against Liverpool with that header,
Yep.
almost close to the end of the match. So
Who are we
yeah, he
talking about?
Enzo Fernandez.
He
Oh,
was
okay.
the one who hit the post, right? It was Enzo.
Exactly. And he was the one who gave the assist to the assist for Kukurea. That
Right.
amazing through ball he
Yeah.
created for Kukurea, who then crossed it to Estevao and who
Estevao.
scored the injury time winner for
Let's
Chelsea.
let's not inflict the wounds.
Cool,
Okay.
cool, cool.
Any other call out? Salah, as you can see,
That
is neither getting
let's
big
let's
chances.
let's discuss the wha-
Yep.
the draft now. Yeah.
Draft drop. Right. Okay. So
So
this
guys,
is
this
are we
is
able to view it?
yeah, we are able to. We are able to.
Perfect. Yeah.
And this is, I think, Varun's current draft.
Yeah.
He's
Before we
not on
go
the
there,
stream.
sorry. Before we go there, this is FPL Solo Analytics. The FPL wire we talked about previously. One of their member is a
Pras.
Prus. Yeah, Prus is a kind of co-founder. Uh, Managing it or owning this tool along with few other peoples as well, of course. But yeah, do check out Solio Analytics. It's called SOLIO analytics.com. So yeah,
Yeah. So this is Varun's team, and let's go one by one. Let's go with you know uh, goalkeepers and then
Yeah.
ahead. So his pick are Pope and Dubravka. Basically, the model says that Dubravka is likely to get a clean sheet than Pope this week,
Oh,
and it is
and I
suggesting him to
do
play
agree.
Dubravka.
Yeah, I do
But
agree.
like his picks
Brighton
are
would score.
Pope, basically, yeah, and his picks are Pope and Dubravka as a result, and he's chosen to go with a double Arsenal defense in Timber and Gabriel.
nice.
So what do
Right.
you think? Like, would you probably do the same, or
Yep.
is there another way about it?
The
Uh,
defense is would exactly be
yeah,
the same. The only change would be, as I said, I would
keeper.
maybe put Donnarumma over there
Yep.
so that I can get Burn instead
Correct.
of Richards. Now that
Yep.
makes a strong team, and that
Yeah.
is why I'm more interested into Donna. I don't want to pick Donna. The only reason I
Mhm.
want to pick because you might get that City clean sheet and
Exactly.
you will get the Newcastle clean sheet as well.
True. Nitin's
But
asking.
his team currently definitely can't support that move, so he need 1 million extra to get
Right.
that in. So
By the way, there's one important point I want to point out to all folks who played their wildcard in game week 6. They've had a massive gain in terms of team value. So
Yep.
whoever played their wildcard in game week 6 is just they'll be kind of better positioned to tinker with their teams going forward. So
yeah,
that's a very
Yeah.
important thing about whoever played. It's not about the fact that me or Aman played it game week 6, but generally we've just noticed and recognized the fact that we gained a lot in team value. Even
because
the day before
moves happen
yesterday.
both ways, right? Like the players we moved out, they dropped in value, and the
Correct, correct.
ones we got in, they increased in value.
Correct, correct,
So
correct. The point being that
double
whoever played
advantage.
it in game week 6 as compared to now in game week 8, they won't get the same value increase, is what I'm saying.
Right. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then there is an advantage that now what I was also discussing with Varun, that the midfield has almost changed. Like
Yeah.
4 out of the 5 positions are now different than what we were looking at 2 weeks back.
Right.
I mean,
The
Semenyo's
only
fixed.
common one is Semenyo.
Yeah, Semenyo's fixed.
Yeah.
And yeah,
But yeah, I mean, so to your point, Vimash, like if it were yours and mine team,
yeah,
and we were to say uh, we had like say 5 free transfers, and we want to do something like a Donnarumma and Burn, we can
correct,
actually do that with
correct,
the rest of the team being the same,
correct.
because we will have that exact point 0.5 extra in our
Exactly.
team value, and we will
Yeah.
be able
It
to
does
make
make a
money
difference. It's a
for that
small
move.
thing, but it does make a difference like during the course of the season. I didn't realize it like in my previous seasons, but this time since I'm in the on the greener side of things, I'm kind of recognizing the fact that it does help a lot, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
there's
Right.
definitely some advantage. But yeah, I mean, if I were like, I definitely agree with his picks, Varun's picks. Like, I would
Correct.
also go with Pope and Dubravka and a double Arsenal defense. I think for me, maybe I'll probably not
So,
have Richards, and I'll probably go with Anderson, and maybe I can, then play Rodon against Burnley this week. I'm
right,
fine with that.
right.
Uh, but yeah, I mean, basically defense is almost correct.
Just
Like if you look at
yeah.
the bench, he has Senesi and Rodon as the other two picks. Um, I think definitely he's keeping Senesi because he has a lot of team value tied in him.
True.
But if you don't have Senesi or you just got him, say, a couple of weeks or last week, you can definitely take him out and
Yeah.
go with a higher upside pick over there.
Yeah.
Right.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Okay. Coming to mid, he has Semenyo, Kudus, Reinders, Tar, and Caicedo. The
Yeah.
reason he couldn't bulk up his mid was because he has Isak in front. He's
Yeah.
taking a punt with Isak. As of now, it might change. Again, this is just the draft as of today. By
Right.
Saturday, anything can happen.
Yeah. I'd probably replace Kudus with Enzo going forward because
Hmm.
I
Yeah,
think
I think it's
Tottenham
a
should.
short-term pick. Yeah,
Correct. Correct.
I think
But
it's a
But
short.
even if it's a short term, I'll still go with Enzo
Enzo,
over
yeah.
Kudus simply because he has pens.
Oh yeah,
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 and then just replace Caicedo with someone else.
yeah. Maybe he
Yeah,
can do that. Caicedo with Zaka. Anyway, he's
yeah,
a fifth
possibly.
mid, and then he
Yeah,
can upgrade Pope to Donnarumma and then get
yeah.
in Burn.
Because I still feel Caicedo, unless he scores another goal in the next few coming game weeks, then it's a separate scenario. But I think it's just good fortune that Caicedo scored these goals. I mean, he's not supposed to play or
Yeah,
supposed to score these goals, is what I feel. As an FPL pick, I mean, he's a wonderful player
true
and
that.
he scored the screamer against Liverpool. But I'm assuming this is just temporary, like the three goals he scored in the first 7 game weeks. I don't think this run will
It will.
continue,
It
but
yeah, yeah. It won't.
yeah,
Even the
yeah,
data doesn't tell us that
exactly.
he was
Yeah, I
not
mean,
even in the heat
he's
map.
scoring screamers basically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And all of three were like worldies or like
that's what I'm
complete
saying. So
Oh
bangers,
yeah.
all three are
absolute
screamers.
bangers.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
So I wouldn't essentially keep Caicedo. I would probably replace Caicedo as well. So kudos for Enzo and somebody else for Caicedo. I would tinker with the midfield that way probably.
Right. Right. I agree.
Yeah.
And then up front he has Haaland, Pedro, and Isak.
Isak is interesting, but I think that's his Liverpool bias. But
Yep.
it could work out as well. You never
And
know.
the reason why I'm not going with Isak is I'm not sure if Ekitike will start or Isak. Like if let's say going by slot how he's thinking for
Yeah,
Champions League he would want Isak over there because we play Real Madrid uh, uh,
yeah,
against Real Madrid, right? So I'm not sure if Isak plays Premier League as well as Champions League. Uh,
right.
Maybe he plays some like the minutes would be bifurcated between Isak and Ekitike. I
Possible.
won't. If this is your wildcard team, you want to ensure all your picks are firm
Yeah,
and starter, confirm starter. So yeah.
Like
But
so the
uh, hmm,
only difference like I might make, you know, I was just tinkering right now, and if I would be wildcarding and and I am in a position where I can't replace or not have Senesi, I'd probably bring him down to say somebody like a Diouf
yeah,
just for the upside. And I already have, I can choose somebody between Anderson and Richards as that other 4.5.
hmm,
Let's keep Anderson as is. And I have Diouf with, decent upside for at least the next 5 matches. And he's anyway on my bench most of the times. I'm playing Richards, for most of the matches. So
right.
that could be also one way, or you could actually upgrade Richards to somebody else
right,
instead.
right.
Yep.
Go with somebody who's like a 5 or 5.1 or somebody like that. So both kind of tinkerings are possible.
Yeah. With
Yeah,
Newcastle, I
yeah,
forgot to mention actually Livramento. He's injured
yeah,
currently, but as soon as he's back into team, I would pick him over Burn.
Over
yeah,
any day, any
Yeah.
day. Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
Also, I would probably, if not Enzo, instead of Kudus, I would just get Saka and downgrade Isak for someone else, probably, if
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah. This team
Uh,
this team does miss Saka. I'm not sure why
yeah,
he's not going with Saka. It might hurt him and his rank, but
yeah.
that is where
Up front,
and
you
might
could
be
keep
Bowen, right?
it. Yeah, you could even argue a Gio up front and then a five in midfield.
Oh yeah, yes.
Yeah, or you could actually downgrade Caicedo to somebody
Correct.
like. Dewsbury Hall or say a Shaka if you want. Like Dewsbury Hall, I feel has upside in terms of attacking returns, but Shaka gives you basically that almost certainty. Anytime you want to play him in
Correct.
your midfield, he'll give you like a 4 pointer.
Yeah. So
Right,
yeah,
right,
this
right.
would seem like a much better team considering the wild card is being played in game week 8. So yeah,
How are
Yeah, and
Bournemouth fixture? Is it hard? Oh yeah,
Bournemouth
it's
fixtures are not so great in the
after
near
game week
term, but
12.
then
Yeah, we can
from 12
consider.
onwards again they're really good. So that's why I'm okay with just having Semenyo and not having uh,
Right,
Senesi.
makes sense, makes sense.
But then there's one more. By the way, there's one more keeper combination.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, like I think it's what Truffert, sorry, or Sanchez and Verbruggen maybe. So
Um,
so if you can just compare their fixtures,
yeah.
I think any time Sanchez or Chelsea actually have a poor fixtures,
You can play
Brighton,
Verbruggen.
yeah.
But the only thing is, I think Brighton have been conceding goals, right? So
But yeah, I mean,
oh no,
I'm
no,
only
it's
going to
a,
play
it's
him.
a, yeah.
My
Go ahead, go ahead.
primary keeper is going to be Sanchez,
right.
but only in the most tough fixtures. I think if you can go to the fixture ticker, like there you
I
can go
don't have a
compare.
fixture ticker over here.
Are
Let me.
But
Verbruggen
we
and
had the
Dubravka
first
the
11
same
matches we had,
price?
no? Yeah,
Are
Yeah,
this one,
this
Verbruggen
one.
exactly that one.
are
Yeah.
Verbruggen and Dubravka the same price?
Verbruggen is 4.4.
4.4.
And
Yeah,
Dubravka?
4
So
or
basically, Chelsea,
4.1.
if you see game week 10,
Yeah.
we have a tough fixture. So that week I can play Verbruggen, who has a better odd. Then
Right.
again, game week 12, I think then game week 13, I could basically play again Brighton, who Verbruggen, who has a better odd. And then game week, I think 15 as well. Definitely, I can play Verbruggen over Sanchez.
So
So
Right.
I
yeah,
was looking at this. There was like a very, very good rotation,
it's a good
and they end
rotation,
up
but
basically.
Brighton hasn't had even one clean sheet. That's the problem.
Right.
But I mean,
But
you are
Aman,
they
I'll
basically they
I'll
would
tell
be
you.
playing against the bottom six teams. The both the keepers will end up playing in the bottom six teams until game week 15 at the least, like even ahead rather, right? So I definitely and see this is going on till game week 17 again. Like if you look at game week 17, Chelsea again a tough fixture, and Brighton the best odd in the next 11 fixtures, clean sheet wise. So this is an amazing
Aman,
rotation to think about.
but I'll tell you a better way to get more points in the similar uh, structure. Go with Pope Dubravka instead of Richards. Go with Chaloba. You
Yeah,
have
you
the
can do that.
Chelsea, and you have an upside of goals as well as ref
Yeah,
point.
yeah, upside as well. You get the upside with
Yep.
Chaloba. I like that
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, yeah. I mean, to be honest, I would obviously in 99.9% of the times I would revert to Pope and Dubravka combination. I don't want to have a headache, but in this combination specifically, I noticed there's actually no headache at all. It's a
Right.
clear answer which keeper you play in which week. That was
Yeah. Yeah.
the
Yeah.
only reason I was thinking
That's
about it.
that's true, but I would still prefer. I mean, considering the fixture thingy, but I mean, you also have to look at the form. So I would just keep Dubravka. Primarily, you're saving point 0.4, and he gets save points also. But I don't think Verbruggen has received any. Let me just see.
Clean sheets. No, he hasn't. He hasn't. But I'll tell you which game he
But I
would.
mean, but
Uh,
it's not like Brighton will never get a clean
I
sheet
mean,
only in the
they
whole season.
conceded against Wolves also, so I'm not too confident about it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right
Yeah,
on that. But yeah, I mean, see, those fixtures were too good. Like the
it's a
fixtures
good
I'm
idea.
talking about,
Payoff.
they're playing Leeds, Nottingham Forest, West Ham, Sunderland, West Ham, Burnley. These are the kind of fixtures I'm thinking about. I would probably play him only, and these are
right.
genuinely, high clean sheet
I mean, you
odd
can get him
fixtures.
in and let us know what happens.
I mean,
Just
yeah, that I
I'm trying
wouldn't
to.
go if
I'm just trying to help anybody.
That makes sense. It's a
yeah.
good. It's a
With
good idea.
So yeah, I mean, so we were discussing this, and Azish is saying that he has had Verbruggen for seven
yeah.
game weeks, and he's conceded in every game.
That's what I said.
I feel for you, Azish. I
Yeah.
really do,
See,
honestly.
it's a
But
good pick on paper,
Yeah.
Practically, I'm not sure they will even keep a clean sheet against Leeds and West Ham.
Exactly. Yeah, I think even Leeds will score against Brighton. Although they'll win Brighton probably, but yeah.
So one more thing I'd change in this current team. I think definitely I'll have I'll put Enzo over Caicedo. We can actually just make
Correct.
that change because I don't think it's prudent to go without Enzo currently. And then you'll have to downgrade Reinders in play in order to get him. And
Or do you
then
want
you'll
Bowen
realize and then
To be
you'll
on.
realize that
Hmm?
Bowen is also not fitting in. And if you have to then
Yeah.
fit in somebody, say a 5 million, let's go with say Dewsbury Hall or Zaka.
No,
Let's
even
go with
even
Zaka.
Zaka is not possible with this. I mean, this is my
I'll tell
peak
you,
value,
and
but Varun's
it's
is
fine.
similar.
It's fine. So, and then you'll realize then you have to cut down on Shalova. That's the only other place left.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
So again, you'll
Or
have to, and you
or
can do that. It's fine. You can actually just get another 4.5
Rodon.
million
Oh,
defender.
you already have
And
Rodon.
if you and by the way, if you had Senesi from previously, then you can just keep Senesi,
Yeah.
right? Because
yep.
he would be somewhere around 4.6, 4.7 if
Yeah.
you got him earlier.
Right. Yep, that
Awesome.
can be done.
And then this team does look good to me, like in the
Yeah,
sense like
strong enough.
how I like to play. In my sense, like I would rather feel a lot more confident with this kind of a team.
Right. Agreed. Okay, let's move quickly to the draft section. Before we go there, let's take the team which uh
Yeah, like Aditya's
Adish put.
team, I think.
Right.
I think
So
he
he
has a
has
pretty similar to some of us.
Pope, Dubravka, Gabriel, Timber, Guardiol. He has a Guardiol, Rodon,
He has Guardiola.
Tennessee. Oh my God.
He
Okay,
He has
has a
good.
Sak.
very heavy defense.
Yeah.
Yep. I think it's a
Saka,
good team.
Semenyo, Gakpo. Yeah, I like his team. Not bad.
Yeah, it's a good team. He has
Saka,
Haaland,
Semenyo,
Wildcard
Gakpo,
up
can you
front.
read it for him?
So okay. So it's basically the mid is Saka, Semenyo, Gakpo, Sar, Enzo, and up front he has Haaland and Voldemort
And
or
Obi.
whoever that is.
Who's Obi,
Obi is
the
So
his.
basically he's a United player.
United? No, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, it seems like he's already played his bench boost for sure, and yeah, it's a great team.
It's a
I mean,
really
I
good team.
definitely like that 7.5 million spot in the middle because
His
that
question is his question is actually for the team is should I bring in Gui instead of Obi? I think you can.
Yeah, why not? Yes.
He might
but
play.
you
Obi
He's not gonna play
is
at all.
Obi
all
playing?
He still has a chance
Is
of playing.
no, is Obi playing? He's on wild
no
card,
he
so he can bring for free transfer.
Why will Obi play?
Obi will
no
never
Obi
play,
is
right?
not playing. Obi
Exactly.
is not playing. It's a
Yeah.
dud. But what
Yeah.
I mean is, why do you want to block yourself from somebody like a third Chelsea player by
Exactly.
bringing in Gu?
Oh,
That's my point. Like rather get somebody
No,
from a team you'd never load up on like as three players. I
it's
don't think we are getting three United players.
wait. It's only a waste of space if you're not switching. Like he can switch Gui to Jao Pedro, right? He can make that transfer later in the game whenever he wants.
So
He's not.
right
It's
now,
not
who
blocking him.
who are his forwards
See,
apart from
who are your three Chelsea?
Haaland and Gu? Sorry, apart from Haaland
Voldemort,
and Obi.
Voldemort, Vold.
Voldemort.
Yeah,
But who will you get apart from why will he have three Chelsea players? Like he already
No.
has I
yeah.
think
Your
Enzo
three.
and
Yeah.
you. He doesn't have Pedro, no?
So if tomorrow, for
Yeah.
example, Palmer is back and he
Mhm.
wants to get him, and he
Yep.
doesn't want to really move out Enzo because he's also doing well. Joao
He
Pedro is
doesn't
also
have to.
doing
He
well.
have
He
only
doesn't have
two
Pedro.
Chelsea player. He doesn't
He
have.
only has Enzo right now.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
not even two.
because
He
he
only
also
have Enzo.
He only has one right now. It's
Yeah.
fine.
no. I am anyway saying okay, it's fine. I mean, I don't mind OB as well. So for me, because that position is basically a dud, I'm okay with having OB. I mean, it's not
True. I mean,
much
he
to
won't even lose value, Obi, because nobody has him. Like,
Yeah.
exactly.
Right.
yeah,
Right.
So it's
fair
fine.
enough.
To me, it's fine, and I like the structure. Actually, it's very flexible. So that I am genuinely I want to keep that 7.5 million spot in my team, and for that reason, I'm not too keen on moving out Foden just yet to somebody like less than 7.5, because I want to wait if somebody really emerges, somebody like if I feel like instead of Saka, it's Eze who I want to bring in. I'd rather have him over Saka even.
Fair enough.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Fair enough.
what if
Fair enough.
the next penalty is taken by Gyökeres? I would just keep him then.
I would be very
Yeah,
happy.
Yeah,
yeah.
so would I.
But okay, Adish put a question saying that West Ham not creating enough chances. Why Bowen? I agree. Bowen in our draft, wildcard draft, was a
And
near like few weeks punt. He's not a confirm hold for season.
we're just
Uh,
I
banking
think,
on Nuno to turn West Ham's
yeah,
fortune.
it's a
That's all.
punt
yeah. So
for a rank game, a quick rank
Yeah.
game, and nothing else. Because no other
even
forward is
Voldemort,
giving,
I think
yeah, returns.
Voldemort fits the bill because he's also
Yeah,
not very highly owned. So
yep,
you can go with either. I like Voldemort for the longer term as well,
right.
because I would probably, think about moving Bowen into Voldemort, say a few weeks down the
Yeah,
line. But I would probably maybe even do it right away on the wild card, because then Visa is injured for at least the next 5-6 game week.
makes sense.
So Voldemort is certain to play. He doesn't have any
Yeah.
threat from
True.
Yeah,
True.
another striker.
But
So
also
and
in Bowen's defense, he's kind of fixture proof and he's already scored 3 goals. So it's not like he's a bad or a totally
never.
like senseless shout. So he very well could score in any game. So
Yeah, I think
yeah,
more than anything, it's the next 2 weeks which are
yeah,
really looking
correct.
good as an upside for Bowen. So I think
Yeah,
right.
that's why he's being considered.
yeah,
But I won't put him too far ahead of Voldemort, to be honest.
correct,
Yeah,
correct.
yeah. Go ahead with Newcastle striker. We can trust Newcastle than West Ham for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
let's
Especially
move.
yeah, they're underperforming also, so they might score.
Yeah, let's move to Aman's draft. We have already discussed
Yeah, guys.
Varun,
So
so
we basically discussed a lot about wildcard. Now this is, I think, my team for the current team, and I have 3 free transfers at the moment,
Oh
and
wow.
I've not made any transfer. And obviously, the biggest issue in this team is Bruno Fernandes right up there. But I mean, you'd probably say he's not so much of an issue. Also,
Mhm.
I mean, I get it. He's missed,
Bench.
penalties, and the team is not really scoring goals. They have a lot of issues. I get it. But what do you think? Like, I am almost convinced that I should, get in Enzo for Bruno this week. Do you guys agree?
I would go for Saka instead of Enzo, but I mean
See,
because
for
we already
Saka, I'll have to make a double change because I already
oh,
have 3 Arsenal. So
okay.
I'll have to move out of Gyökeres. I don't think, or at least I'll have to move out of Raya. So you're right. I can do like Raya to Pope. I don't even know if even then I'll be able to, get
You should. I think Saka is 9.4 or what?
Saka is 9.9.
Oh, he's 9.9. Then it's
Yeah.
tough. How much do you have in the bank?
So
So
yeah, I'm
we
priced out of that move. I can't even do that. And then I'll have to basically get in another. I'll have to use all of my 3 free transfers to make that move. I don't think, or what I do, I basically downgrade Gyökeres to say somebody like a Bowen, and I upgrade Fernandes to Saka. That is something I can do. But I don't think that's really an upside move.
Yeah, I
That's
think then the
feels
best thing
like a
is
sideways
Enzo.
move.
Best move is Enzo only considering the fact that Chelsea is playing Nottingham Forest and they are conceding goals, and on the other hand, Arsenal is playing Fulham, who are
Fulham,
not a very
yeah.
easy team to beat. I mean, they'll probably beat him, but they're not again not pushovers. So the only advantage with having Enzo is the fact that he's on pens, and I mean Saka. Firstly, it's a tough move for you considering this setup, and secondly,
Yeah.
you already have Gyökeres. So I
So
think the
let's
sensible Enzo.
Aman assume Saka is blasting. You have to get him in. Uh, you went Bruno to Enzo, and then from Foden.
Because I don't want to move out Foden. That's the other place I have
Oh,
money, a lot of money parked in, right?
this
Where I
game
can
week,
take
right?
it out.
This game week.
I think you
Correct.
might get
Okay.
returns
So
from
let's say
this
let's
game.
say let's say you bring in Enzo instead of Fernandez, and next game week, since given that you will again have three transfer, right?
Yeah. Three
Oh, so you
transfers.
can do Gyökeres and Foden to Saka and someone. Oh yeah, yeah. Good, good. I think it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I won't
Guys,
be
I'll be
surprised if
quickly back.
Liverpool
I'll
concede
quickly be.
No.
penalty. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so Aman's draft is done, but I would
Yeah.
play Steve or Rodon for some reason. I'm not sure why.
Steve over
Burnley at
Rodon.
home is superior than Leeds.
Yeah, yeah. You never know. This is a very tough one to call. Like,
Yeah, both. I mean, go with anything and just hope for the best.
yeah.
Let. Okay, so this is my team. I've already made my transfer. I've taken -4. I've taken a hit actually. I
Oh
wanted
wow.
Timber. I just did it today. I had Pedro Porro and Anderson, Elliot
Right.
Anderson in place of Zaka. So I
Oh,
took -4, uh, and brought in Timber. The reason is they're playing against Fulham. I assume they will keep a clean sheet, and Timber might get an attacking return, as well as Zaka might get either. Wolves are bad at set pieces, right? So Zaka takes the corner and indirect free kick. Uh,
oh. So do you
and
think a -4 is worth it?
if Timber gets okay, so I had Poro and Anderson, right? All I
Mm-hmm.
have to do is Poro is not going to get clean sheet
Right.
against Villa. What
Yeah.
and Timber will get. So my -4 is covered right over there. Now whatever
Okay.
Zaka scores or
Yeah.
gets, even if he gets Defcon, that's my positive plus on top of it. And that's the reason the move
Whom
made
are you
sense.
moving? Whom are you moving out?
Oh, so
He's
I
moved out.
had
Yeah.
I've moved out two players. I've taken a hit. I've done -4. I had Pedro Porro instead of Timber, and in place of Zaka, I had Elliot Anderson.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
So that's the
Hmm.
reason why the hit was justified is because Pedro Porro, I'm not sure he'll keep clean sheet. He's not going to keep clean
You
sheet against
wanted
Villa.
Timber so bad.
What if
Yeah, yeah.
Fulham scores? What if
Uh,
Fulham score one goal? That will be a
it's
heartbreak.
it's a bad yeah, it's a bad luck then. Nothing
Massive
can hit us.
heartbreak.
See,
That's
I'm already ahead a bit
yeah.
ahead,
And
and
what
that
if
gives me.
Anderson
Quite
gives an assist?
quite ahead.
And what if Anderson gives an assist? And he also is a DEFCON monster, so he
See
gives those
that
two
that way
points as well.
I can say what if Bruno gets a penalties, right?
And
For
misses
yeah.
it.
But yeah, and oh my god, okay, let's not go there.
Hat trick of misses.
But yeah, anything can happen in FPL. I just played the fixtures and current form. Timber is in form,
See,
and that's the
Zaka is
reason.
good long term. Both are actually, I love what I like is both are good long term
Yeah,
moves. So, it's not like they're not punty, and you are actually getting good players whom you're
right.
playing as well.
Yeah,
So I like that.
and
But yeah,
I
I think
had to. I'll tell
you've
you
taken the hit
in
anyway.
yeah. So in game week 9 or game week 10, I had to take hit in order
Right.
to get in Saka in place of Salah, and maybe Gui to upgrade Gui to someone else, or get in Sar. I had anyway in next 2 to 3 game week I had to take one hit. So why
For
not
sure.
now? That was my
Hmm.
dilemma.
Do you now have something in the bank as well?
Let me check. Oh, zero.
Zero.
That's the
Mm.
reason I
So,
made the move today
but
itself.
yeah,
I did.
basically, but you have Salah. You can move
Yeah,
anybody out
right.
and get, I mean, move him out and get anybody literally.
Yes, yes.
So,
That's the plan.
so
If it,
I'm guessing, yeah, Salah is gonna be Saka very soon.
yep.
Possibly.
I'm hoping Salah comes back into form so that no other team
So for
like
you, it will be very weird. Like, I think the best case scenario would be that Salah scores like a brace, and so does Saka. So you
Yeah.
have the right amount of motivation to again go back to Saka, while also not feeling too bad that you didn't have him this week,
yep,
and
yep.
you actually did better with Salah this week.
Yes,
Yep.
yes. Or I'm ready
Let's
to
see.
hold Salah also, to be honest, because I can.
Really,
Uh, yeah. If Salah is in form, I will keep him. All I
no,
need
but
in this
like,
team now is Sar.
how do you decide whether he's in form or not? Like, see,
I have no
why
idea,
I'm
dude.
saying is, so why
Red
I'm
Bull
saying
bias.
is because Saka plays Fulham now, then he plays Crystal Palace at home,
It's a
then he
bit
has
tough.
Burnley and Sunderland. Not having Saka, or for that matter, any Arsenal forward for those matches in game
Yeah,
week 10 and 11. How are you gonna see those game weeks?
But Suraj can always hold Salah for 2 weeks and then like just accumulate two free transfers and then do the transfers 2 game weeks
I
later.
get it.
Saka,
I
yeah.
get it. And that's what I'm saying. For
Yeah.
to move out Salah, he doesn't need to hold also,
Correct.
right? He can just get
Yeah.
anybody. Uh, he can actually, he could have actually gotten Saka also this week.
Correct.
But I get it. Like against United, you'd probably
Yeah.
want to keep Salah at home.
I mean, it will pain me
But
a
what I'm
lot if Pedro Porro keeps clean sheet and Timber doesn't. It won't hurt me a lot. But if Salah scores and I
Yeah.
remove, even though
that
Saka gave me
will hurt
the
me a
exact
lot.
same point.
That that will hurt me a lot if Salah
See,
scores.
to be honest, like the next two pictures aren't really bad for Liverpool at all. It's
Yeah.
United at home and then Brentford away. So if Salah is an easy hold for the next two fixtures at the least, and then you can figure out whether you feel he's back in form or not, and then think
You're
about
right.
whether you want in place in his place, or you want to move out somebody else in
Yeah.
place of uh, some to just to get in Saka from by moving out somebody else. So yeah,
I'll tell
you
you one
always
more
have.
benefit of this. If Eze starts scoring or converting those chances he's
Hmm.
getting,
Yeah,
Eze can be that pick. And I can
true, true.
upgrade
Yeah,
it to Isaac or somewhere. Like I can
Keeper
spend
also.
it somewhere else. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Keeper also. So yeah.
correct.
boom.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, like okay. What about you,
Okay.
Himosh? Yeah.
I think this is what I'm going to play. It's mostly similar to Amand, and my team is mostly similar. Just the goalkeeper difference primarily. So I have Donnarumma again, and I think Richards, Senesi. I'm still contemplating between. I mean, Rodon and Senesi or Van de Ven and
See,
Semenyo.
I would definitely play Rodon over Richards. See, because I'm playing Semenyo,
Richard.
uh,
Hmm.
so I
Problem is
why
I can't play Richard and Senesi together. I mean, Bournemouth is playing Crystal Palace. One of them will score probably.
so that's what I'm saying. I'll rather bet on Bournemouth than Crystal Palace because I also have Bournemouth attack in my team, right? Like your team basically. So you have Semenyo, so you
Right.
want him to get you a return, and that means Crystal Palace lose out on the clean sheet. So I'd
Right.
rather play Rodon,
Possibly. So,
and I
so
don't
yeah, I mean,
Crystal
apart from that,
Palace
I think the
attack.
rest of the team will mostly remain the same. The only dilemma is Richard, Senesi, Rodon, and Van de Ven. I have to play two out of these four. So I have to find the best combination out of these four. So that's
And you are gonna play Bruno.
I have to. I mean, that is what I'm. I'll give him one chance.
Why you're not thinking of transferring him out?
I was thinking of transferring him out directly for Saka. I have two free transfers left. I was thinking of transferring him out directly for Saka or Enzo, but I think I'll hold him because that's what I said in the last game week. Also, had Bruno Fernandes scored that penalty, we would not be having these conversations
This
around him.
discussion.
So it's
Yeah.
just misfortune that he wasn't able to convert two
Can you
this time.
can you do this? Donnarumma to Pope and Bruno to Saka. Is it possible
I
for
mean,
you?
do
I can
Donnarumma.
directly
I want.
do. No, I can't directly do. I have point 0.3 in the bank, and Bruno Fernandes is. I have two transfers, so I'll probably do Bruno Fernandes to Saka, and then probably I won't keep. If I keep get Saka, I won't keep Gyökeres.
No, I mean,
It's a very
I would,
tough thing. That's
I
the
would
thing. I
not
would
keep.
not remove
That's why
Gyökeres.
I'm holding. That's why I'm not doing anything. I'm just like rolling my transfer.
Yeah, yeah, just roll the
I'll
transfer
just roll
then.
my transfer and probably get in Rodon, in and probably. I mean, I might. I'm not able to bet like against Crystal Palace or Bournemouth in defense. So I might as well go for Van de Ven and Rodon instead of Richard and Senesi. That would be the most like maverick thing to do. But let's see. Let's
So
see.
why you want to keep NDI still?
He's still on my bench. I'm just keeping him for
So
like
what I feel is you are always
Oh
having
yes.
a benching headache, right?
you
By
can call it a
you'll
headache. I think
either
options.
no, I mean
Yeah,
it's yeah, sure. Some weeks
plus,
it's easy, some week it's
yeah,
not. So I
yeah.
feel you can easy, yeah, exactly as Adish is also
Kudos to
saying,
Minte.
you can downgrade Kudush like that's or even NDI. You might want to
NDI
say
to
that
Zaka.
NDI has a few better no or NDI has a few better fixtures down the line. For example, let's say like they're playing Sunderland in game week 10, right? So
Yeah,
not
Yeah.
bad. But other than that, they have tough fixture run. So I feel even NDI you can move out considering Kudush is very maverick player. Both are similarly priced. Actually,
correct.
Kudish is higher priced. now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has gained. He has gained also. Now, India, you can move to somebody, as Adish is also saying, Minte, somebody like a
Yeah.
Minte. For the time being, you get that
No, he
money
can't
out.
do he can't do Minte India to Minte. Minte is 6, I think.
Right, it is
Six.
And
Kudus to
India is
Minte.
6.5.
Yeah.
Don't remove Kudus. I'll tell
I'm
you,
not
don't
removing.
remove
No, but
Kudus.
I'm rolling my transfer this game week. Whatever I'll
no,
do,
but
I'll
that
do for this game week.
No, no,
okay.
do it
That
this
means
game
maybe
week. That is what I'm saying. NDI to
I'm saying,
Zaka,
yeah.
NDI to Zaka, Fernandez to Saka.
Shaka Shaka.
No, that kind of makes sense, but I still want to give Bruno one game week. I think he might
Fine.
return something against Liverpool.
Yeah,
I'm
It's
betting on
the
that.
we
it's the
hope.
United fans.
Yeah, we both can pray that Saka doesn't score. Yeah, so I think we
Yeah,
three
I mean,
can. Yeah, are you planning to move,
I
Aman?
also don't have. Yeah, I won't.
Okay,
Also
no,
don't
perfect.
have Saka.
I'm mostly going to roll my transfer because Kudus is playing at home. I rate him highly as a player. I still feel he'll return,
Yeah.
but let's see.
Yeah.
See, the reason why I'm
I
not
also
asking you to
I'll
remove Kudus now, because
Yeah,
Kudus to Sar is an easy transfer after two
correct,
game weeks.
correct, true. I agree.
Aman, you are saying, yeah,
no. I was also saying I'd rather keep Kudus because he's a more maverick player
yeah,
than NDI.
yep,
Even though NDI is on pens, but I mean, I would still trust Kudus to give me some assist or something, than NDI.
yeah,
If both their runs were tough, right, which they are, so I'll rather keep Kudus for a while. But eventually, I'll think about moving both Kudus and NDI out of my team.
yep, true.
Cool,
Okay,
awesome.
Awesome, great
All
stuff.
right, guys. If anybody's still like whoever is watching, whoever is still stayed with us on the stream, please do subscribe to our channel. Do give us do like this video. It helps the video a lot. Helps it get shown to a lot more newer
Yes.
audience. Brings them to our channel. So please give us a like and help us get to the first 200 subscribers on our channel. We are 14 short of it. We are at 186.
Yep.
So definitely please subscribe to our channel and also follow us on X and Instagram. We do post some great content on both these social media platforms, X and Instagram. So do give us a follow over there as well.
Awesome.
yep. And see you in
Yes.
next pod. Bye
See you in
bye.
the next
A-
podcast. Thanks,
All
everyone.
the best to whoever are wildcarding. Wish you the
Yeah.
best.